New banger.
What is your hatred for John Cena?
Yo, when Hulk Hogan takes a rock bottom better than you, there's a problem. There's a problem. My man. All right, so give me the camera.
One rock bottom.
Yo, no, it's more than that. Show, give me the camera. I got the fucking camera. Kenny, I'm gonna have to do it for you. I'm gonna give you the whole spiel. He came out as a prototype. Whatever. You know, he slaps Kurt Angle. Ruthless aggression. I'm not into that. Whatever. He comes out as a rapper. I'm like, okay, all right, I could dig it. You know, he's from Boston, so that's a strike. You know, us New Yorkers, we don't fuck with Boston too much, but you know what? I'll look over that. He's doing his thing. Something original. Some I could, you know, there's something different. It's entertaining. Comes around, and my man has a choice between The Big Show, Kane, or Shawn Michaels. And he gives the most pussiest promo I've ever heard in my life. I will never forgive this. And he's on some, well, you know, I don't want to fight The Big Show because, you know, he's a huge guy, and, you know, you got the Big Red Machine who wants to fight him, and Shawn Michaels is a legend. Fuck that, bro. You already beat all these motherfuckers already.
Her return on SmackDown.
Okay.
So I definitely read some rumors about that.
Because for whatever reason, and I don't know Cody's reason, you turn around and go back, and people are gonna be, you destroyed thrones, and you go back? We have been doing this shit for ages, and he still doesn't know how to take it right. Trust me. That's it. Just, I got you. My man, he collapsed with the kick.
That's what I'm saying. That's the way he didn't collapse during the sun. It was the kick. It was the
He's not even in his fucking chair when he gets in this fucking thing. He's not even in his fucking chair.
Yeah, but he
there
goes, oh!
There he goes.
Both matches without the wrestlers were in the tape.
And on that note, everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood.
I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right. And I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hype for this shit! Right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm bar, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb and the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Sitting in the ride in the back of a cop car. Everybody knows that we go for. We got respect coming July 19th. And if you don't like it, you can suck our teeth. Just better in your feet. Anthony Mason, and I don't know who that is, but Charles Mason's brother's gonna be there. Don't be square. Be there. We got a chair to hit Ray in the caboose.
I'm getting hit with a chair now?
Yeah, we keep it loose.
That's the thing. That is a recent signee to Diamond Championship Wrestling because you keep saying Anthony Mason. I'm like, who the hell is Anthony Mason?
Well, until he comes on this fucking show, his mom will call him Anthony Mason. I'm gonna call him Anthony Mason.
What's going on, y'all? We back with another edition of that Wrestling with Knuckleheads. What's going on? We got Janelle in the bill. We got Chungus in the building. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Oh shit!
What up?
Chungus? Happy New Year, man. Hope everything's well. We haven't seen you in the chat in a minute.
Word.
What's up, man?
Word.
But happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone's good. Oh man.
Word, man. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my tank, but another one bit the dust.
No, wait, the one here or the one in the job?
Here.
Ah, shit. Yeah.
One of my old ones, one of the babies. I was like, yo, shit, what the fuck happened?
Oh, damn.
Ray getting hot with a clothesline from hell. Yeah, word. He's getting hit with a clothesline from hell. But I mean, the clothesline from hell gonna be hot because it's from hell.
That, I gotta get hit with everything, man. I'm gonna be busy as hell that day.
Somebody gotta hit you shit.
Like I'm gonna be busy. I got shit to do.
You ain't gonna be busy, man. You sitting there watching people wrestle.
I can't be watching people. You think
you gonna be sitting there watching people wrestle, rubbing ice in your nipple.
I'm not gonna be able to watch a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I know one thing. I'm gonna be able to at least watch the main event. That's the only match I know I'll probably be like, you know what? I'm gonna grab a chair and sit down and enjoy the main event of the night. That's about it.
Sure.
A
big bro's wife left him, and he ended up back at mommy's house. Shit been crazy for real. Yo, well, congratulations to him. That bitch made his life better. Shit. Nah, fuck that. She probably was ruining his life. My man wanted to eat some chicken wings butt ass naked in the bathroom, and she like, you can't do that. And now next thing what? Probably couldn't cook. Probably puts dirty ice in the soda. Can't pour a cup of soda, you can't be here. Got my face.
Well done. I hope your brother's okay.
Word.
Oh shit. But what's going on, y'all? What's going on? We got a lot to discuss. Gigi gonna be here eventually.
That's what they say.
Bro, today was I did not expect it to be a crazy wrestling news day. Like,
Word.
Today we didn't have much to talk about. We're like, oh, we'll probably talk about what happened during the week. We'll probably talk about the topic that we're gonna discuss about who we think could possibly become that like next Shawn Michaels. And then today, WWE and TNA said, hold our beer. We got a topic for y'all.
Word.
Cause holy shit. Fuck it. Should we get into that? And I guess we'll get Gigi's opinion on it when she gets on. Cause bro, the fact that they were doing the little partnership here and there that it's like, oh yeah, someone will show up once in a blue. Like we'll do this, we'll do that. But now it's officially signed. Like this is a ongoing partnership that's going to be happening for a few years now.
Hey, listen.
TNA and WWE working together, and the option of both talent from TNA showing up in NXT and or WWE and vice versa.
Well, there's only one signing that I heard that was bigger than that today.
Which was?
Shane Fair's sign is officially part of Respect July 19th. The smoothest entrance and exit of the ring I've ever seen from a man.
Shout out Shane. Of course, again, we wanted to make sure for an event like this had to have the ring announcer confirmed, locked in as well. Yeah, man. Again, Shane is someone I've known for years. Had to when thinking about putting this together. Again, all this is important, man. This is stuff that people don't talk about, like how much it goes into thinking about who do you want part of this? Who do you want to have do this? Who do you want to do this? And Shane was definitely someone when I thought about ring announcers, I was like, I gotta lock this in. So great to have Shane a part of the roster. Also announced this week, the All-Father Darius Carter will be a part of the roster. Also locked in Valentina Vasquez as part of the roster. And we have one final announcement for the week that will be posted tomorrow at 7 p.m. And I kept rewatching the video today, and I'm like, this might be my favorite announcement so far. Like, this might be one of my favorites so far just because of what it means for me, and then what it means for independent wrestling. Like, this is going to be dope tomorrow. This is going to be dope. So, again, if you guys haven't already, get your tickets, support this product because July 19th is going to be started something really special. tinyurl.com/respect25. Again, tickets are starting at $20. The most expensive ticket is $30. I think with tax, it comes out to 33 something. It's still a steal for the amount of talent you're going to get on this show, for the amount of matches you're going to get on this show. It's going to be a good time. So,
and if you throw in an extra $3,000, you will be able to be in the ring while Ray goes through the table. Yeah. See, Ray's not even fighting it. That's how you know. But anyway,
Hey, if we sell out, that's it. That's all we gotta do. Once the sellout
Word.
happens, we are good to go. Oh shit.
yo, Chungus, it's been a few weeks. It's time. Get over it. Go tell your brother to get some more pussy. And let's go. The Royal Rumble's about to start. You feel me?
That Rumble's
Shit, we got Saturday night main event
next week.
next Saturday.
Yep.
Then the Rumble after that.
Yep.
He can't be depressed and drinking. You feel me? Rhea Ripley's the women's champion again.
Yep.
There's something to smile about. And do you think we see TNA superstars in the Rumble?
Yes.
I guarantee you they're gonna be in the females Rumble.
Oh, bro, Masha showing up on NXT. Holy shit, that was dope. No, I've said it for a while. Fucking Jordan Grace will be in the women's Rumble again. We know who's gonna be in the men's Rumble.
His name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Like he has.
So you're saying Dolph Ziggler?
Yes.
That should get you guess Dolph Ziggler. What's his name? Zach Morris?
Joe Hendry.
No.
Who?
Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, Nick Nemeth.
Nick Nemeth. See, it sounds exactly like Zach Morris. If you said Zach Morris instead of for Nick Nemeth. Nick Zemis. Zagazat. You know something? That's his problem. He needs to learn how to say his name before I can fucking come up here and say his name.
Oh yeah, Joe Hendry. I feel like showing up at the Rumble. Josh Alexander. I feel like might be a good possibility to be in the Rumble. Do y'all think with this new partnership deal being confirmed, we finally get Worlds Collide? Bro, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Worlds Collide pay-per-view happen now, possibly between TNA and NXT, maybe.
Yeah.
Or even some people from the main roster. Like, bro, I know there's so many people that are a part of that main roster that would love to compete with guys on TNA. Like, once AJ's cleared, you know AJ is gonna want to get in there with someone from TNA again. Bailey already teased stuff. Xavier Woods teased stuff. Like, there's so much that is possible, you know? Like, it's interesting to see, and it's crazy to me to think that this is happening because, bro, it just shows you what can happen in wrestling, man.
Yeah.
Like, it shows you what can happen when companies decide to work together. It does do one thing, though. This definitely kills my pie in the sky theory. Remember I said, hey, maybe Tony Khan will let Edge wrestle one more time in WWE?
Because we don't need him.
I don't think we're getting that match, unfortunately.
Yo, you get Moose versus John Cena. Do that shit on a TNA show so that way we can watch it.
I don't think people want that match.
Yeah, they want it.
No, they don't.
They need it.
They don't need that.
Especially on TNA programming.
No, they don't. They don't.
Yeah.
Need that, bro.
I 100% agree with you.
No,
we need it.
Don't need it.
Yeah.
We don't need Moose part of this.
We need it.
No, we don't need that to happen. Josh Alexander versus Obafemi would be dope.
No.
Steve Macklin versus Obafemi would be dope.
Tessa Blanchard versus Charlotte Flair. We ain't got to worry about it because Charlotte's white. Just don't bring her husband there and there won't be no beef.
No.
And then there you go. Yo, the name versus the name.
They got Masha. They got Killer Kelly. They got Jordan Grace. There's so many.
They can have Killer Cam, but yo, Blanchard and a Flair, we got 2 of the 4 horsemen right here.
No.
Yeah. Stop saying no. You want Edge. You don't get a chance to say. You don't get a chance to put a card together. You want Edge. You want Edge. You can't put a show together, Ray. You said you want Edge.
Edge ain't a piece of shit.
I'm changing the card for respect. You lost your privilege.
How you
I'm changing the card. That's it.
Wait, you paying the motherfuckers?
Yeah. I'm paying them. I'm paying them. I got your card. The dog already gave me the numbers. Shit. NuKKle versus Jordan Grace. Sting will be teaming up one more time with Darby Allin to take on the Motor City Machine Guns at Respect.
Jesus.
Yo, how would you feel if I was able to get that match together, Ray?
Bro, that would be that's a lot of zeros.
I mean, see? So you're saying is you're ungrateful. All my hard work and everybody I can get on this show, you're ungrateful because you only think about money.
Because I'm thinking about it logistically.
They're trying to say that they can't sell, right?
They
I had to get a bigger venue, and you're over here talking about they ain't make no money.
We're trying to make money.
Janelle, I'm pretty sure if Tessa Blanchard came up to you and offered you $5,000 to have sex with her, you would.
Jesus Christ.
Shit. I don't care if she racist. She can get it. Still counts. You ain't never heard that I just had sex. Saturday Night Live with Akon and Lonely Island.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, all right.
No, I'm
good. If you listen to music the way you watch movies, I guarantee you ain't hear that goddamn.
What the bro? I've listened to the song. Yeah.
So all right, so if she put a bag over your head, what then? What then, Ray? What's the next line, Ray?
Wait, hold on. Fuck, I can't remember the line. Hold on.
Still counts. It still counts.
Nah, but still, nah, bro.
You let me wear my gold chain and my turtleneck sweater. I got a sweater on right now, Ray.
I know you do. I got a Deadpool hoodie.
This is my work sweater.
We good. We got.
I went to work in this
Deadpool.
sweater.
We got Deadpool.
I went to work in it.
Tessa and Charlotte. Nope.
And the New Day. There you go. The four horsemen. The 4 horse people. The New Day, Hulk Hogan, Tessa Blanchard, and Charlotte Flair. There you go. We just made it. We just made it happen. Baby. We just made it happening. Uh-oh. He's getting a phone call from his baby mama number 26. Or is the dog fucking?
No, yeah, my bad. I was like, what the fuck is she eating? Because she just came out of like a different area. But I didn't notice her plates right there. So she's just like eating her chicken. My bad. I'm just making sure because she's been having like little stomach issues. Yo, this weekend, someone else tried to explain to me how that could work with Hogan and the New Day, and I'm just like, no.
Yeah, because they heard what I said and they fucking agreed.
I was like, I told them, I'm like, yo, we just talked about this on the podcast, and I'm just like, no, to both of y'all, no.
Because you don't know how shit works, Ray.
What the fuck you mean I don't know how this shit
You
works?
don't know how to make money.
I'm trying to.
You don't know how heat works.
Brother, that's not good heat.
You know what? Yo, as long as the fucking steaks get cooked, the heat is the heat.
No.
Yes.
There's a difference.
There's a difference. Bullshit, there's a difference. They're trying to steal Dominic's heat. Dominic didn't have good heat. X-Pac didn't have good heat. But what happened? What happened?
Dominic had good
What
heat.
happened?
X-Pac had nuke heat. You don't want nuke heat.
Yeah, you do. Apparently, he's a fucking legend. He's a 2-time fucking Hall of Famer now.
Yeah, he is, but it's still, he had nuclear heat at one point, and that's what fucking Hogan has now, which you don't fucking want.
Hogan doesn't have nuclear heat. Only white people don't like him.
What? Everyone doesn't like him.
What the fuck you mean everyone doesn't like him?
Okay, everyone but you.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't have the idea of Hulk Hogan with the New Day if people didn't like him.
Bro, people are doing that out of a joke.
No. Oh, yeah, okay. So I was the only one saying that they should have took advantage of CM Punk and Omega and the Young Bucks when they were fighting. They should have took advantage of that and they should have did a program. The only one saying that. Everyone, no, I was the only one saying that. Everyone else and their mama, they were, you gotta fire her, the little children. Now all of a sudden everybody's going, oh, Hulk Hogan should take advantage of this heat, and no. Now all of a sudden, no.
No, because this isn't.
What's gonna happen, Ray? You make it seem like people are gonna stop watching wrestling because Hulk Hogan's with the New Day. What? Did people threaten you, Ray? Did people threaten to swat you, Ray? Is that what it is?
No.
You're just mad that if Hogan comes out with some black guys, that people are gonna come to your house and arrest you? Is that what it is? Because Hogan can't be with black men in the suitcase? Is that what we're doing, Ray? It's first it's the Kangaroos. Now it's a New Day and Hogan. What's going on here?
Bro.
What? Hogan can't have a suitcase?
Where's Hogan getting a suitcase now from?
At the suitcase store.
Why does he have a suitcase?
You need a suitcase with the New Day.
Why?
You think you just have a new day just when you wake up? There's a lot of paperwork going involved.
Oh, now there's paperwork?
There's always paperwork. Shit. Jesus Christ. You want Edge, and you're talking about you don't want Hogan.
Because
Edge has nuclear heat. His fucking name is Cope. His name is Cope, and no one can cope with it.
What? Why?
Rated R Cope.
Heat?
Rated R superstar Cope.
Wait, who's booing?
He can't even. Everyone is booing Edge.
Who?
The 14 people that are at the show are booing Edge. It's the racist against kangaroos. Shit. Let this man live. Shit, I bet you if Elon Musk wanted to fucking manage the New Day, you'd be all right with it.
If who?
See? Racist. Shit. You put Hogan with the New Day, I guarantee a lot of people are going to stop watching. They already got booed and they're going to. People are going to start watching it because they want to see them get hurt. Especially if you make it seem like Hogan can be involved with shit. That's the thing. You know who got nuclear heat?
Oh.
Mayweather. People paid hundreds of dollars to watch Mayweather get his ass kicked. Yeah, never happened, but they never. But so if you put Hogan in a situation where he get his ass kicked, people will pay good money to go watch that. Especially now that he's the most popular wrestler in the world. They did it for Bobby the Brain Heenan, and now they hate the New Day. And the way that the New Day disrespected Big E, they want them out of there and they want to get their ass kicked too. Boom, perfect marriage. That's the way wrestling works. We fight here. We don't light here. We don't fly kites here. This isn't ballet, Ray. You don't run at the beach with shorts on. Call it Rocky. Shit, you gonna be at the beach, you go there with your Harley Davidson, you watch some fucking WCW. You watch a bash, Ray. That bash is gonna be at the beach. Ray.
What's going on, Tyson? I didn't do anything.
What did you do, Ray?
Ray said Hulk Hogan can't have a suitcase. Well, anyway, we was talking about TNA. I don't know why you bring up Hogan and your biases.
Biasism, Jesus.
Hulk Hogan can't move the needle. No one can move the fucking needle. Damien, you, besides Roman Reigns, name someone on SmackDown. We'll wait. So Edge's name Copeland comes from Copeland or the purchased land. You know how folks say they cop the chicken or they ready to cop the new Jordans? That's where that comes from. Yeah, it's still stupid. I hear you. It's still stupid. The rated R superstar Cope, that just sounds like incomplete. Like if he would have been like the rated R superstar Copeland, maybe. Just Cope. Why not Cope the rated R superstar? Why does Cope have to be last? Well,
it's because it's still the rated R superstar. We
just
switched his name.
It sounds like the rated R superstar Cope. Sounds like a 6-year-old just fucking made a new character in WNBA.
I guess they were trying to make it where it's like, oh, how everyone got used to just Edge. So it's like Cope. It doesn't come up. It doesn't work. Like
he would have sounded better if they would have fucking called him rated R superstar Sharpened, because it goes with Edge. Sharpened Edge.
I don't know, man.
And how many of them are pushing the needle, Damien? You only know fucking Kevin Owens and Jacob Fatu because they were on Raw. I'm coping with AEW's ratings decline. Oh, shit. That ratings decline been there for 4 or 5 years now.
Still been a good show, though. That's all.
Well,
Wasn't bad.
I wouldn't be able to tell from all the hate that you spew on it.
I'm spewing. I haven't said one bad thing about AEW.
But listen, ask Lay. He says, "Oh, y'all hating on it."
Bro, I have no hate for any fucking company. I've said things that I don't fully enjoy, but I've never hated on a company.
That's not what I heard.
Pay attention, Ray. Stop texting me.
You hate.
I can multitask.
You hate Hogan.
I do.
I don't know why.
What do you mean you don't know why?
Because he bought you the shirt. Shit. I don't know why anybody would hate Hogan.
I think
unless they're gonna hate. Unless they're gonna hate 99.7% of the rest of the fucking country. Because you do know that y'all people put this nigga in presidency, right?
I did not.
I mean, you did nothing to stop it.
What do you mean?
I didn't see you go to fucking California like fires.
What?
I didn't see. Yo, listen.
Is that what they're saying is happening? That people are lighting fires against all that? Oh.
I'm just saying that shit because, one, people believe anything.
You did
and two, I need...
right?
No.
That apparently they're saying that these fires are like man-made.
Oh, well, I wouldn't be surprised. Well, the government made.
No,
men are not.
like, well,
people in California are not smart enough to light a fire that's that big. The government did it. First off, we gotta go. We gotta go viral. I'm tired of this shit. More people need to watch it.
No,
and apparently, if you say if you say stupid shit on the media, if you say stupid shit on YouTube, people love you.
But we've said this is not the reason why to fucking do that.
Yo, it's 2025. Hulk Hogan apologized. Even Maria said it.
Did he?
He apologized to me.
Bro, cool. So you can love him.
And I represent the rest of the world.
No, you do not.
Yes, I do. I speak for everybody. I'm a good motherfucker.
We've said this
multiple
times.
I'm a good person.
The opinions of Toe and or Toe alone.
Listen,
do not stand for any of the other members of the Knucklehead Network.
Tickety Talk is about to die. So we need to get famous somewhere.
It's fucking, bro. They just
about to die.
The band for another 270 days.
See, well, tell that to someone who fucking watches the news.
I guess not.
I don't listen to people, Ray. I don't listen to people who talk.
I noticed.
Yeah. I don't like the shit. People, if it's on social media, if it's on my screen, it's false and I don't watch it. I'll come up with my own ideas. I'll come up with my own shit.
You watch the movie They Live. You're not supposed to listen to everything they fucking tell you. Awesome.
No. See, you don't know the song.
I don't know the song. I just know it's good. You
believe none of what you hear and half of what you see.
Exactly.
Come on, Ray.
It's the same message. I just learned it from They Live, and you learned it from a song.
Yeah, but that song was from the 50s.
Bro, I don't know. I saw They Live.
I don't speak for you. I speak by you.
That's not how that phrase.
That's how that works.
I think that's how that works.
I speak by Tyson.
Jesus.
Everything I say is run by them, and it's okay. Hogan and Tessa need their own promotion. Call it Sex Sucky Crown Combat. What? Why don't you just call it Two Bitches in the Sea Wrestling? Shit. But anyway, we was talking about TNA. I don't. Who does this benefit? Unless this is what I see, Ray.
Okay.
This is what I'm thinking. A lot of talent's probably gonna go to the main roster, but they're gonna have to supplement their talent back to NXT because there's not a lot of talent to take over that spot. But also with the NXT, with the TNA signing, a lot more people will be exposed from TNA to the rest of the world with the CW broadcasting. But then they will also be able to help out the younger guys who are new to this. Because a lot of the TNA guys are veterans, no?
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, you know, you get to work with a veteran and these guys get to show themselves. And and instead of for WWE just taking all of their talent and ending TNA's livelihood, now they're on borrowed time, which this is what I've been saying years ago, Ray. They should have some of these wrestlers on retainer for a couple months for storyline purposes only. Now imagine like AEW, WWE, and TNA had their top 10 wrestlers.
Yeah.
These guys are exclusive to us.
Yeah.
Everyone else is subcontracted. I have a story with this guy. I'm gonna keep him for 6 months. After that, we got nothing for him. You can use him in AEW. You go around wrestling, and then we could have a big thing where Kenny Omega would go to WrestleMania and challenge Roman Reigns, and then fucking let's say Rhea Ripley would go to All In and wrestle Mercedes Moné or DMD, Bailey Monroe, Britt Baker at All In or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it strengthens the wrestling community because everybody's gonna be watching at this point. And two, it gives a lot of these wrestlers opportunity to go around and one, develop themselves, because if your character works in WWE but not in AEW, it's because your character's weak. And vice versa. It gives you it forces these guys to work on their character to stand out, because now you're literally free agents everywhere. And we get to see some fucking cool matches every once in a while. We won't be sitting here, where's Scorpio Sky?
Yeah. But that's the good thing about this, though, that it gives us the option now of some cool matches can happen, because now you have the chance of, again, people from TNA showing up anytime now. Someone from WWE just showing up on TNA. Like, it gives that. I hope this time around. Well, now that it's signed, it's an actual partnership. Everyone's talking about it right now. It helps the community because it shows, okay, this is serious. Because that AEW TNA partnership lasted, what, maybe 4 months?
It lasted as long as they didn't need those wrestlers anymore.
And it sucks because, bro, imagine the possibilities that could have had. Like,
Yo,
don't get me wrong, it gave some dope matches. Like, you had Kenny Omega you had Kenny Omega versus Rich Swann. You had Kenny versus Sami Callihan. You had the Guns showing up on both shows, but it didn't really feel like
that felt like TNA was helping AEW out. It didn't help. It didn't seem like the other way around.
TNA.
Yeah.
Well, that one it was weird because even Kenny being the TNA champion, it didn't feel like it helped TNA. It felt like it helped AEW a lot. With this, I feel like this definitely benefits because now it gets eyes on TNA. Like, this is something where now people are going to be like, oh, wait. So we get to see them a lot on TNA. Like, if they start liking the people, like with Jordan Grace, people start talking a lot about fucking Jordan. Even though, again, she's already been established star. But now it's like, oh, people want to know more. Like, when Masha's showing up this week, now I can imagine people are going to be like, oh, who's this? Now let me go check what she does in TNA.
Am I bugging, or was that around the time that the visas and everything was on hold because of COVID?
Well, that also was an issue.
So I think that partnership was actually for TNA to give AEW a roster big enough to withstand the shows.
I think vice versa. I think it was supposed to help both because of the COVID situation. But it really felt like it was one-sided with the help. Now with this, now we're in a whole different ball game. Now we're in a situation where TNA has a roster. WWE has its huge just Rolodex of who it could have.
Yeah.
And then we don't know who else is coming at this point. Because remember, there's still a bunch of people they're probably looking to sign. A bunch of people they have technically signed, but not on a permanent basis.
Yeah.
Like, any moment now, they could be like, "Oh, we're gonna bring up the WID."
Yeah.
So
isn't the Mustafa Ali in TNA?
Mustafa Ali is no longer under contract with TNA.
That's what they were waiting.
Because it's funny because I saw that today. So a lot of people were like, "Oh, I hope we get to see Mustafa again, Mustafa in WWE." I'm like, I guess they didn't notice he was gone.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to at least know who the fuck is in TNA.
But that's why I said the other day, TNA needs a good TV deal. Like, I know now, if you have their TNA Plus, you're able to watch TNA weekly. So that does help. Like their streaming service gives you at least their weekly content. I still not sure how they do their pay-per-views, if you're able to get it like live as well on there. But still, it's something where you get at least to be able to watch their TV product. And they are a lot better on putting out like what happened on TNA. So that way you can stay up to date and stay connected with who's on the roster, who they have going as champions, who their storylines are, all that good stuff. But just, bro, an actual TV deal for them would be amazing. And I'm hoping now with this, with WWE, it helps because it's like, oh, maybe this ends up being something that TKO and Endeavor are like, hey, let's do something bigger here.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm sorry. So yeah, it doesn't say. I was looking up the TNA Plus. So you get all exclusive live specials, including Final Resolution, new episodes of TNA Impact simulcast, new episodes of TNA Explosion premiering on Fridays, full content library and digital first content, and then for another $40 you get Genesis.
Okay, so you don't get the pay-per-views basically
Yeah.
automatically.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I think that's
But
where a
you
lot
still
of
get a
people are
lot of
fucking up.
bonus content.
Yeah,
You
but
still get
that's where a lot of
bonus
people are fucking up, though. You know,
Yeah.
to be honest with you, to see the weekly shows is like because you barely have time to watch what's on TV.
Well,
But for the pay per views, it's like, yo, that's not bad. I'll pay $10 a month to watch the pay per view.
yeah.
You know?
Sorry. That it's that I can imagine they have to work on a bit. Like I said, I think this definitely helps out TNA. I feel like this might be something. I don't know. I want to see now what's gonna happen with because they promoted their pay per view for this weekend as, oh, see NXT at Genesis. I'm like, wait a second. So damn, you guys just made sure y'all were ready. Like y'all were quick to be like, okay, let's make a new video or let's post this now. But yeah, between that, um, I want to see what happens with all the possibilities of like a Santana showing up randomly. You know, like something like that. That would be dope.
Shit. I mean, Santana in NXT.
Bro, imagine Santana just shows up in the Rumble.
Shit.
Like,
I mean,
they have that, you know what's funny about it? That you saw a lot of people that were WWE, ex-WWE guys that now are in TNA, that it's like, hopefully they didn't burn bridges. Like, Dana Brooke said it best. This is why you don't burn bridges.
yeah.
So it's like, hey, because you never know.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. Fucking, even if you did burn bridges, it depends on who you burned it with.
Well, again, a situation like this, it makes sense. Like, this is why, like, it I know it's gonna be an awkward situation for Ethan Page, who definitely burned his bridge with TNA. Well, they kind of burned the bridge with him, but that's a conversation just again to we don't know who really got the worst end of that deal. But again, it you never know what's gonna happen. I don't know anyone was gonna expect this to be something that was feasible in 2025. That there would be a deal between WWE and another wrestling company.
Yeah.
Like
Like a wrestling company that wasn't also a major brand. Yeah, like like almost independent.
Yeah. Like the WWE Evolve thing years ago. That was something that's like, okay, that makes sense because they always did that. Like they always had OVW, they always had FCW. There was always something to be like that developmental type deal.
Yeah.
For the fact to be this, that it's like TNA for how many years was considered, oh, this could be the competition, or when it got to this is competition, and now we're here. You know,
Yeah.
This is dope, man. Like I saw a lot of mixed opinions today. For me, I was just like, this is what wrestling needs. Like this is cool to see a situation like this where it's like this could create a lot of opportunities for a lot of people. You know,
like I said, I just want to know how it helps TNA. Like,
well,
I want to see how it helps both of them, but how does it help TNA? You know, like if you put the NXT wrestlers on the pay per view, I get people are gonna buy the pay per view and shit, but how does it help their weekly episodes? Like, unless that's gonna be on some TNA is gonna get a partnership with a sister company of CW.
But that also that could be a thing. Again, this TKO has a lot of good money. So I could imagine this is something where maybe they do start, hey, what do we try to work out a deal for you guys to be on a TV service? Something where it is marketable for them, something that it is a place that, hey, now you have the avenue of going here, or fully creating your streaming service if that's the route they want to take. You know, so I can imagine that that's a possibility of a partnership like this can lead to. But this is dope, man. Like the option of this again, having we talked about it Monday, the craziness of Pentagon, the Motor City Machine Guns, AJ Styles, like Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, all of that is under the WWE umbrella. And now you're adding TNA's part of that umbrella now, which has Kazarian, Eric Young, Josh Alexander, Gail Kim, fucking Killer Kelly, Masha Slamovich.
Hey, Gail Kim is still wrestling?
Well, she's their man, but she said she's down to do a match or two again. Okay. And I feel like this would probably be the best. Like, if there was ever an option, I feel like this might be it. But Gail Kim's a part of their management now.
Okay.
But bro, so imagine that. Like that roster right there. Like this umbrella is cool. You got Eddie Edwards, Brian Myers, fucking you got who else is part of TNA right now? Sammy Callahan, fucking Jake Christ, Alan Angels,
shit, yeah. You know better than I do.
Well, because a lot of the guys on TNA, they work independent shows. So it's like a lot of people that I've luckily been able to like either work with or work around or want to have on the or had on the podcast. That's the crazy part. I've had a lot of these people on the podcast. And just it's bro, the Rascals. Like now you have an idea of being able to do again Zachary Wentz and fucking Trey Miguel back on NXT again. Maybe finally finish up that storyline with Wesley, all that. Like, there's a lot you could do. Bro, Josh Alexander versus Seth would be dope. That would be a dope fucking match. Bro, you fucking reunite Josh Alexander and Ethan Page as the North. That would be dope. Because they were a fucking dominant tag team, bro. They killed that shit for years. How long till we see AAA partnering with WWE? That one would be very difficult because of just I know they tried. The Mexico market is so weird just because there's so much more politics that go into it that people don't talk about. It's the reason like with Penta. Remember the names, like as much as people are worried about like AEW owning names of like Pentagon and Phoenix, AAA was also very prominent on that. Like that's why they had to switch their names even going to AEW. So it's like there's always going to be stuff there. So I feel like AAA is a little harder to probably try to do something like this too. I could see them probably working with a Japanese company quicker than they do Mexico. Be it AAA, be it CMLL. be it the Crash. Yeah, there's a bunch of companies out there, but I could see them working with someone in Japan quicker than they do Mexico. But it's still, again, you never say never. At this point, you never know because bro, as much as I love TNA and watch TNA growing up, I never would have thought this would be an option today. That we would be talking about a contract partnership, them signing on the dotted line, agreeing to a working relationship, and Triple H saying stuff about TNA. Like the company that they would joke around about, we could just buy if we wanted to today. And now this is the option.
Yeah, I'm shit. I mean, I'm more cynical than you are, so they're gonna have to do. I gotta see what happens before I get excited. You know what I'm saying? But
you know why I'm excited? Because it's an avenue for friends of mine to do something big.
I hear you.
So I look at it because I'm looking at it in Dan's standpoint. Because trust me, there's a bunch of people I saw today that everything was just like, oh, this is just gonna be how WWE kills TNA. Oh, this is gonna be how WWE just poaches everyone they want from TNA. People that I know that are very more AEW fan base. Oh, what does this do for either side? And it's like, cool. Think about it from the wrestler standpoint. This is something, again, you would never think possible. The chance of, again, this being a thing. We're now in a world where, again, the Royal Rumble is what, 2 weeks away?
Yeah.
And you could see TNA people be there and this not just be a once in a lifetime thing now. This fucking deal makes it that it's like stuff like this is gonna happen for
All
a while.
right.
Hey, what's going on, Gigi?
Hold on to what we got.
So it's like a lot of this could be happening.
Still can't hear anything. Da da da.
I love how we could hear.
We
her.
can hear
No,
you,
my
and that's a
microphone is
fact.
not even on.
You know what's funny? I bet it connected to something else. Like it was.
Yeah.
I'm halfway there.
It's like.
Oh, we can hear Gigi.
Will y'all hear me?
Yeah.
And yes, we
I
can.
don't hear you. Oh my god.
But she can't hear us. Oh no, we can say whatever.
There. Hold on. I think I can hear you say something. Motherfucker, I swear.
TNA is not with the WWE. Nope.
That is funny. I can hear you, but you are so low.
Oh, they probably changed your output.
Yeah, it's the
they did it for me too when I signed in. It was a different output.
So I don't know if you guys hear me clearly.
Yes.
Loud and clear.
Perfect.
Loud and clear.
Yeah.
Perfect. Because here's the thing. I decided to once again, because I like to do things at the last second. I decided to switch my sound card from this to the bigger one, and it's working.
Okay.
The thing is that when it says microphone, it says eternal microphone. It doesn't give me the sound card.
So it's connected to something else.
But like for like speaker, I can, I hear you.
Yeah.
But
do you have headphones?
Hold on, I'm halfway there. Not that. Maybe if I switch my headphones to the other one, maybe it will work. But here we go.
Wish this partnership was happening when LAX is still a thing. Damien,
no, it doesn't. I hear the same old shit.
Oh, we're halfway.
Which version of LAX, though, Damien? Do you mean like Homicide Hernandez? Do you mean
that's the LAX?
Santana and Ortiz? Do you mean Santana Ortiz, Homicide and Loki?
Homicide and Hernandez. That's
no,
I'm just asking.
That's the LAX I know. What up, normal guy?
But I also I was cool to see all of them as LAX.
I hear you.
What's going on, normal guy? I just have to ask because it's like.
Oh, there is a mute button.
Back then would have been in that era, like when Low Key was killing people. You got LAX doing their thing. You had Douglas Williams doing it. Yeah, that was the saddest tweet I saw today. Doug Williams tweeting out, 15 years too late, man. Bro,
I wonder.
Imagine the British invasion when Nick Aldis and fucking Doug Williams were killing it in TNA and they were killing it in Japan. Bro. Imagine the British invasion.
Shit.
Oh,
sorry.
Hey, we did it.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, so what I did was I scared the shit out of myself, as you guys can see.
Yeah, we know.
So I moved my headset out from the sound card, where it's supposed to be plugged in, and I just basically plugged it into my laptop.
Oh yeah, okay. That worked. So that
you guys sound
awesome,
loud and clear.
Nice.
How about now? I can do that too. Just saying.
Yeah, but you know what it is? I wish this would have happened during the six-sided ring.
Yeah, bro, if this would have happened back then, it would have been great.
Ray.
Yeah.
I want a six-sided ring in the game. I want to be able to make my arena with a six-sided ring.
That's still
we're talking about the TNA
WWE
possibility.
The game is a possibility. From what I've been told multiple times, no one wants that ring back.
Oh no! I heard that shit was hard as fuck.
Nobody wants that back.
No, at least
I heard it was hard as shit.
Wrestler-wise, no one wrestler-wise wants it unless they can find a way to make the bump where it's worth it. Because apparently that ring was stiff as fuck.
Yeah, AJ Styles was saying that shit.
Everyone that I've ever heard, I've had multiple conversations with people that were around that era of TNA, and they said that ring was just fucking it killed to take a bump on that ring. Which, don't get me wrong though, still the little mark in me is like, I still kind of want bump in that ring though. It looks fucking cool.
Yeah, at least come out with an elite scale fucking six-sided ring, man.
But no, if they could do that, bro, the fact that we have a chance of, because 2K25 is coming out this year, we have a chance of that being possibly DLC this year. We could see TNA, like a TNA pack.
That would be so fucking cool.
There's an idea of that, because now that they're in partnership, because the
a multi-year partnership at that.
Yeah. Because we couldn't see it before because because of how their contracts were set up, they were only allowed under the TNA umbrella. But because of this now, the likeness can transfer over. So they're allowed to do something like this now, possible. So it's crazy, man. The things that this does. But Gigi, to catch you up, we were talking about just that partnership now and what this means in wrestling, because it's crazy to think this is a thing. We didn't think this was this was gonna be our conversation today, and now we're at a point where it's like, in 2025, TNA is tweeting about TNA. Triple H is tweeting about TNA in a good manner.
Yeah, it's a little bit insane. Because I don't think anybody had it on their bingo card that there would be a multi-year deal. With another company. I can see, hey, let's take some of your stars, we'll take some of ours, like what we've been seeing. But for it to be a multi-year deal where it's TNA and NXT, that is so cool, because then this opens up so much more opportunities for those who are on the TNA and on the NXT roster, because that means it's double the exposure for them, without having to worry about getting onto the main roster.
Yep.
When I was talking to H, I was like, that's the only way it's gonna work.
I don't think you were talking to H, bro.
Yeah, I was talking to Hector.
Oh, it's not Hector.
Got it. It has to be Hector. Heard.
Yeah. No, but I mean, listen, hindsight is 2020, so it's not that unbelievable based off of what they did before. But it is still like shit. They came to a deal, and I don't think they would have been able to come to this deal with Dixie Carter running it and that shit being on TNT back in the day. Like I think this was more like TNA's people are more flexible now dealing with WWE than WWE being more flexible with TNA. Because you have to run the thing of what if WWE does poach our wrestlers?
Yeah.
Like most of the time our wrestlers are gonna be in the WWE, and now we got nobody on our show.
No. Well, I think they were smart in re-signing a lot of people before this deal went into effect.
Yeah.
Because technically, no matter what, even if under this umbrella, contract tampering is still illegal. So I don't think we're going to see a situation of, oh, we're doing this just to take everybody. However, it now allows them to use people they probably wanted. Like
they get to rent people.
Yeah, we're going to be like, oh, well, Joe Hendry, you're coming with us. Josh Alexander, hey, let's try this over here. Masha, let's go try this over here. But also, again, vice versa, they'll probably be like, hey, who would you guys like to use? Like, you want to do something with Wes Lee and the Rascals now? Here's Wes Lee. Or,
but
they have a stacked roster. Like, this is the crazy thing about it.
And also, if you think about it, a lot of their people that aren't as big as stars in NXT or in the WWE could be a huge star in TNA.
Yeah. It gives that option now. It gives that option of trying something out. But also, it gives the option of, hey, as much as I know the deal states it's a WWE NXT type scenario, I don't see this just being NXT. Because
I think this is going to be TLAs, like Rumble and anywhere else that you can fit in a surprise.
Because also, you know what this also gives us the opportunity technically, that now maybe this is how we get it instead of one last run. This gives us the Hardys in WWE again.
Yeah.
Like, we could possibly see the Hardys as TNA tag team champions, because they're current TNA tag team champions, on a WWE product.
In WrestleMania, in the ladder match for
the TNA
and the TNA and Raw tag team champions.
Yeah, you could just see it happen on a fucking WrestleMania card.
Or we could finally get what you've been begging for, and Jeff Hardy versus John Cena on a TNA show. And John Cena could do his whole retirement tour in TNA.
You know what's crazy? We could probably finally see John Cena on a TNA show. I don't see it happening, but it's a possibility of John Cena on a TNA
wearing
show.
the red and yellow.
Yeah, for him, not for the other person.
No, that's the only person that owns red and yellow. Yeah.
They don't own the red and yellow colors. A lot of people roll red and yellow.
He owns the Hulk though.
No, does he?
He bought the copyrights from Marvel.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Yeah.
They're probably regretting that idea. But Gigi,
not when he bought it.
Yeah, no, yeah, I can imagine the fucking money.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he bought it in the 80s for like $250,000 or something.
Oh, they definitely regret that, bro. You know how much they could have fucking made?
Well, back in the day, they were losing money hand over fist.
Oh, true, touche. Gigi, your thoughts on the TNA deal with WWE and all that?
My thoughts on it?
Yeah.
I think it's great, to be honest with you. I'm kind of excited, looking forward, and I'm not kind of excited. I am excited for this, mainly because the Royal Rumble is right around the corner.
Yeah.
This is, for a while, I was trying to figure out, why are we doing this in February? Why are we doing this in February? Because apparently, these things don't happen overnight. This must have been months and months and months of negotiation of what they wanted to do and the partnership. So I'm underneath the impression now that the reasoning why they pushed the Royal Rumble all the way until February was because of this particular deal. Now we're going to be able to see TNA talent come and join the Royal Rumble. It's not like we haven't seen it before, but now we're going to see it a little bit more this coming Rumble. I definitely see Joe Hendry coming through. Would it be awesome to see Mike Santana? Absolutely. Who wouldn't want to see Mike Santana in a WWE wrestling ring? Who wouldn't want to see Masha Slamovich? We already got a taste of her in NXT.
Yep.
Which I didn't have on my bingo card.
Yeah, I didn't think. I thought Jordan Grace was going to be the last TNA champion that they mess with.
Well, it seems as though we are just going to continue on and carry on with this tradition, because Masha Slamovich is definitely part of TNA, which means that she is part of this deal. I dropped something, and I don't even know where the fuck it went to.
But yeah, Janelle, just you could get the HeDDs versus Motor City Machine Guns one more time.
Yeah, absolutely. You can get the HeDDs Boys versus DIY.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of possibilities. It's crazy to think what could happen.
You know, now, Eye in the Sky.
Yeah.
Hopefully by WrestleMania, the bloodline will be done with.
Yeah.
Now we need a new storyline.
Yeah.
And you know how we like to go into the past, Ray, and we like to reincarnate past storylines.
Yeah.
Now we get Invasion 2.0.
Yeah.
TNA invades WWE. But you know who leads the invasion for TNA?
Who?
AJ Styles.
Ooh.
SummerSlam will be War Games TNA versus WWE. Eye in the Sky theory, Ray.
No, I like it. I feel like maybe push it to SummerSlam. And then you start the build there that leads to actual War Games to November. But I could see that because that would be dope. Having AJ recovered by then, have it feel like, oh, AJ's coming out to save. Like, have it be like that. Like, just TNA showing up.
It's like AJ returns and then they invade and like you think AJ's coming to save the WWE because he's back and it's like, no, I built TNA from the ground up. I'm with them. You know what I'm saying? He's the Babe Ruth of TNA.
You start having that moment of like, who's letting the door open for these guys? And then AJ comes out to like save it. You're like, oh, he's gonna.
Is he the third man?
And Pele kicks the motherfucker.
Word. Is he the third man?
Bro, imagine. Oh man, like this could be dope.
Word. You can even have a 3-way War Games match where it'd be WWE versus TNA versus Hulk Hogan and the New Day.
You had to ruin it.
No, he lost me at Hogan.
I know he had to ruin this.
He lost me at Hogan.
I was like, I'm thinking, oh, he's gonna stay NXT. That would be a dope, but nope, we had to say that.
No, I didn't want
Hogan's
that.
Back by the NXT people.
No.
Huh?
No.
Wait, did you guys hear that?
What?
No.
I did the. No.
It's. I think there's.
Was it like a?
Very low.
I heard it. But
yeah,
it wasn't
lowest of the lows.
See,
maybe change the. Are your volume knobs low?
No, everything's in the middle.
Maybe high, raise it.
Remember, I'm working with a different sound card, so.
Are you on USB hub connected to your PC, or are you straight into your PC? Because it could be possible that big card is drawing too much power and the hub isn't pushing it.
Or it could be that my laptop might not be compatible. Possible. Well, it's not that it's not compatible, but I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Hey, hold on.
But yeah, I think that'd be dope. You get the War Games, and DJ likes Hogan too. I don't care what he says.
No,
I'll say it to his face. Oh, what's going on, DJ? How you doing?
What's up, DJ?
DJ, we apologize. I don't know what's happening with Toad tonight, but he's been saying
get my DMs flooded with people asking me what's wrong.
It's been yeah.
So DJ, what you missed is we're talking about WWE and TNA contract, business deal, and I just pitched Invasion 2.0.
Okay.
TNA invades WWE, and the leader of the TNA invasion is AJ Styles.
I could see that.
Yeah, you
And
have the turncoat moment of like, you think AJ is gonna help them get them ready to fight TNA, and nope.
Nope. No, I like it. Especially an invasion again, like done right, done with the right people. There's somebody that they might need.
Word. But Ray's a cynic. Ray doesn't believe in old people.
When did I say that?
Yo, I said we was gonna have the Hardy Boys versus Sting and Darby Allin for Respect July 19th, and he said no, he would never sign them.
I said that's gonna be a lot of zeros that I don't have.
You see, he just called all 4 of them zeros. DJ.
No.
Wow.
I'm saying the pay is going to be a lot of zeros that we.
You ain't even gonna offer them money. That's fucked up. They would have did that shit for free, but you ain't even gonna offer them money.
Up, bro. So fucked up.
Right,
You get the Hardys to do this for free.
They owe me.
For what?
Having to watch them.
I apologize for the comments made by our co-host Toe.
I'll fuck with you.
This is Jesus Christ. Yo, what is it with you not liking anyone from my childhood? He doesn't like John Cena. He doesn't like Edge. He don't like the Hardys.
Well, his name is Cope now. Get it right.
Calling them Edge.
Hey, I'm the only one that could call him what his mama call him. You call him Cope.
This is not AEW. This is the NuKKle Network. We call him Edgy on here.
Call him Straighten.
Like,
because he is coping. That's why he named himself Cope.
He's coping with the mistake.
Yeah. Every time he goes to that hard cam side.
How are you, DJ? How
I'm doing all right. The dog days of working here, but everything will be all right.
Yo, DJ.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Because I already got Ray's opinion on it, but how would you feel if we get Charlotte Flair versus Tessa Blanchard?
I would just be interested in seeing how the crowd reacts to that, because that's 2 people right there that people are going to have to make a decision when this match starts. Like, what am I going to do when who hits who? It's an interesting match though, because they have a very similar move set and everything. So I'm all for second chances. I do think Tessa Blanchard, let her come on in and wrestle some people.
Unless the guy's orange.
Listen.
Well, he got second, third, fourth chances. That guy. So,
listen, man. He said his prayers. He said, he gave his Bible.
Chelsea Green feels all different types of ways about Tessa Blanchard.
As she should.
And yeah,
I seen
it. Let that be for the United States title.
Like, there's again, she's probably one of the.
Is that build up for a possible?
No.
Chelsea will not work with her at all. Period.
If the WWE, if there's a company that can get a motherfucker to do what they said they wasn't gonna do,
right?
It's the WWE. Bruno Sammartino forgave Vince. Bret Hart forgave Vince. Fucking Bret Hart forgave Shawn Michaels.
And had a match.
We got the Ultimate Warrior back.
Hindsight,
we gave Zack Ryder the Intercontinental Championship.
When's the last one have to do?
I don't know. that felt like a hit. Fuck you, take the shit and shut the fuck up. Yo, when he won it, we was all blowing up. We was excited for it. Then the next day they said, "Oh yeah, by the way, psych, give it back to the Miz."
Great WrestleMania moment. Now,
yep. Yeah, the Miz didn't want to climb a ladder, so take this shit and go. Buy your replica on the way out.
Moxley split his head open for that match and everything.
Word.
Yeah.
Such an awesome.
I was there for that, man.
Such an awesome ladder match, and then they do that shit the next night. Jesus.
So Ray wants me to say stupid shit so we can go viral.
No, I
He's
do
ti-
not
he's
want
he
you.
wants us to get more
No.
ratings.
I'm trying to stop
No.
him from saying said stupid shit, but he just keeps going.
I don't know if you noticed,
Um,
but I'm the only one that can actually say fuck as many times as I can, and somehow everybody loves it. I don't understand it. I mean, it was a funny video, but
Amazonian
all I
bitch.
had to say was the word fuck.
And then an Amazonian bitch, because that
An
yeah.
Amazonian bitch. Yeah.
You know how many times I had to comment that shit on your video? So before Instagram was like, you can't say this, you can't say this, you can't. Fuck it, go ahead.
You're only right, because Amazonian bitch, apparently I copyrighted that and no one can say it. She was an Amazonian bitch, though, but I digress.
Word.
We're going to watch
These
the video.
algorithms, man.
Listen. Nobody
Oh,
told us to
jeez.
throw mustard at me and my friends on my birthday.
Word.
That was not nice.
Asshole.
man.
Yeah. This happened years ago at my
Yeah.
2017 birthday party.
I got mustard thrown at me at a Mets game. When I was
Yeah,
in
no,
New
she
York.
threw mustard at me and my friends because I forgot her name after she bought me a drink and twerked on me. And
That's common.
I was looking for my friends for help, and I was like, "Hi," and they're like, "Oh, look at Gigi having fun," and I'm
Look at
like,
you. Damn, I didn't
"So
get a
no one,
twerk. I just got.
no one." I'm just gonna
Yeah.
smile, no,
Hey,
and then I'm asking, so no one decided to come and save me. Oh, you look like you were having fun.
you-
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but I was looking at you guys, like maybe someone can pull me away from this woman, and she was a dykey looking Amazonian bitch too.
Ooh.
I don't know the name of the girl that I lost my virginity to, so you shouldn't feel too bad.
I mean, I
I'll be
remember her
right.
name now because of the whole shit that
Oh,
popped up.
I didn't remember her
But I
name
didn't
then.
remember her name then, and she felt super offended. And then when me and my friends were basically about to say, "Hey, this is the shit that's going on," and then she came inside and started popping off and like, "Oh, but you want to start talking shit about me and my friends?" And then I was like, "No one's talking shit about you. What are you fucking talking? Nobody's fucking caring." It got up to the point where the security guard got in between us, said if we don't calm down with our shit, that the both of our parties have to go. And I'm just like, fuck, nobody's gonna kick me out of the fucking bar, and I'm not even fucking drunk yet.
Word.
Like, what? No. Fuck that. So I grabbed my phone and I started recording me and my friends, just like, yo, fuck it, we're having a good time. Hey, we're just gonna do whatever. And in this moment that I did that, this woman felt, this Amazonian bitch felt that I was making fun of her, and she grabbed the bottle of mustard and sprayed it towards me and my friends. Now, mind you, the target was me. She didn't get me, but she got my wifey for lifey and my childhood best friend who was sitting next to each other, uh, a couple other people, and the hostess who just got her new weave in that day because she just got paid.
Yeah.
We gave her extra money for a tip, because we felt absolutely horrible. It's not our fault, but we felt horrible. But yeah, and it took about 4 different security guards to go ahead and get this Amazonian bitch out of the bar, one for each limb. So one for an arm, leg for a leg. And yo, she was fighting. She was fighting. She was swinging at them. And yo, she was taller than at least 2 of them for sure.
Fucking bitch.
So yeah, that is the mustard incident. And yeah.
Huge bitch.
Sure, you know how hard it is to get mustard out of fucking clothes?
Imagine if it got in someone's eyes.
Word. The only thing mustard belongs on is a knish.
Whatever, you know what mustard belongs in? The garbage.
True.
That's where it belongs.
True. Ray likes it on his hot dog.
I don't mind mind honey mustard
I
though,
like
but
mustard.
regular yellow ass mustard, bleh.
I'm good.
I'm not a fan of that either.
Yeah, no, that can go back in the garbage.
I'm not like a whole lot of the like the usual condiments. I'm not really good with. My dad messed that up for me. He used to make sandwiches and put way too much of it on, and that's it. My taste for it.
No, yeah,
Give me like A1 salsa, stuff like that. Like I'll go out the box, but not mustard, mayonnaise, ketchup. I'm not.
Yeah.
Too fond
I think
of.
the only one, maybe barbecue sauce is about it.
Barbecue sauce will work.
That's
Yep.
about it. Yeah.
Yep.
Everything else, I'm good. Thank you.
So
Yeah.
DJ,
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that you saw the news about TNA and
Yes.
NXT
Yes.
multi-year deal. How do you feel about that?
I think it's a great thing. Like first, because here we go with TNA holding on, which I think they deserve to. Um, the mixture of matches that now we could, openly have, just you, it's it's gonna be. Imagine the Royal Rumble coming up. Like every time that buzzer goes off, we really don't know who's gonna come down the aisle now. The merch, um, the past catalogs of stuff that now they can just openly have out there for us. So endless possibilities. I think it's a win-win for everybody.
Definitely. Like in the men's and the women's Royal Rumble, right? Because
Absolutely.
we already
Absolutely.
got a
And then
taste of it of what Masha Slamovich when she was in the crowd, and Ian Cora Jade on
Mhm.
NXT.
Mhm.
Shawn Michaels said, "Hey, you're just a phone call away," and I'm just like, "Ooh,
Right.
ooh,
Right.
that's wonderful."
So buckle up. Especially like you said, I mean Mania and Royal Rumble season coming up, like buckle up. Like you don't you now you really don't know what's about to happen. And I like that. I kinda like this WWE where I don't know what's gonna happen.
And that's the
You
Word.
know.
best part that you legit don't. You never know what could happen. You never know who's gonna show up where from either company.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I just got off the phone with an informant.
Okay.
WWE made this deal with TNA specifically so Michael Cole can continue to make fun of Top Dollar.
Well, there we go.
I forgot Top Dollar was in
He's like,
TNA.
damn. Top Dollar's like, damn. As soon as he saw that.
Top
No,
Dollar's
he
gonna
did tweet
show
out.
up on whatever Street Profits brand they're on, okay? And then and then he's gonna find Michael Cole out of nowhere. And he's gonna talk to him, and Michael Cole's still gonna give him shit. Like you still can't go over the top rope.
Right.
Well, no,
Like whatever you
Top
say to
Dollar,
me, bro. Like,
AJ Francis did a tweet out. He has a choke slam with Michael Cole's name on it. Yeah, because a lot of people have been tweeting out about it. Like this is gonna be the again, you have options now. Could we see
yes.
the Rascals get on NXT at any point?
Right.
Bailey made the joke. Finally, my TNA gut check tryout paid off. Because I guess she tried out for gut check all those years ago. But no, this is cool to see. Like it's crazy to think, and I was talking with Toe about it, of just the idea of WWE being willing to work with another wrestling company like this. That it isn't just a developmental company type deal like they're doing with the
Evolve.
WWE ID system, what they're doing with like Evolve, what they've done with like OVW, FCW, all that. This is a situation of no, we are now working alongside a company like this, and the possibilities are endless now, man. Like this is dope.
So
Now you don't have to have people hang out in catering. Like you could start something with somebody in TNA with somebody that doesn't have anything to do
And that's the best thing
on a
that you have
WWE
such
show.
abundance of roster that's like, hey, there's no excuse now of like, hey, you could send someone over there. You can have new matchup ideas. That's like, oh, we would like to use this person, but they've already done it. It's like, okay, book them against this person. like the options are endless right now.
Yo, I don't know how y'all feel about this, but like I said, it's all pie in the sky shit. I'm just throwing ideas out.
Okay.
Money in the Bank, you have a TNA guy win it, and he cashes in TNA fucking championship.
And then have TNA have their championship get defended at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Why not? Yeah, no, I would go for that too. Like again, like it'll be something different. Like it's not the same. We're not gonna see the same stories play out every year.
What if John Cena wins the Rumble and challenges the TNA champion at WrestleMania?
So what if you got a Moose versus John Cena for the TNA championship at WrestleMania?
Ray don't like Moose.
How about I say Ray as a John Cena fan? What do you think?
They don't like Moose.
I was gonna say, who's the current TNA champion?
I don't. I just threw Moose out there. I don't.
It
I
is
don't know
Moose.
if he's
Oh no, I think it is Moose. If I'm not mistaken. Wait, who is the TNA champion?
Not the guy with the earmuffs?
It's not Santana?
No, it's not. It's not Santana. Currently. I think it is.
No, it is Moose. It is Moose because I saw him with the championship and he just threw it out.
No,
the
he's the
ring.
X Division champion. No, he's the X Division champion.
He's the X Division.
Yeah,
The Dolph Ziggler's the champion.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
But it could be Joe
Oh,
Henry because they're
Oh,
fighting
that's
for the
right.
title
Yeah,
at
that's
the
coming up. Yeah.
So you never
That's,
know.
So
and
wait
then
a
we get
minute.
some more Joe.
So now here's the funny thing, right? He's not Dolph Ziggler. He's Nick
Nick Nemeth.
Mhm.
So when he comes to WWE,
Nick Nemeth.
it is going to be Nick. Oh my
Yeah.
god!
I mean, you had
They did that. They did that with Dana
Kevin
Brooke.
Nash and Scott Hall. Like they came
Yeah,
back
they
as
did, they
Kevin
did that
Nash
with
and
Dana
Scott
Brooke
Hall.
when she showed up at NXT. They called her Ash by Elegance. They did that with Zachary once. Because Zach was Nate Carter in WWE, and they called him Zachary once. Now when he came with Trey.
So Moose versus Popeye's biscuit.
That can happen in TNA.
I think that did happen in TNA before.
Yeah, it might have. Yeah, I think you're right.
It's sad because he was more interesting in TNA than he was in now. Drew McIntyre.
I still find him interesting. I don't know.
Drew Mac.
Drew McIntyre. Meh. Dry ass Drew. No, but I'm not gonna lie. I have been enjoying him on the microphone. He's but
Toe's still not sold.
Nope.
like I like it a little bit. I'm not saying I love it. I'm maybe tolerating it. But he's not that bad. But it's just he's one of those that he's better off chasing the title than having the title.
He's definitely no Ricochet, damn it, on the mic.
he's not.
You're damn right. Shit.
Stop.
That is the
There.
Morris Day thing going on now.
That Jada kiss fucking shit. You're not Jada.
Oh, I don't know how he does it, but man.
I love Morris Day in the time too, but damn.
I swear to God, when I first heard that shit from Ricochet, I was like, wait a minute, you just took Mercedes Moné shit? Because remember when she did the
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I was like, damn, son.
Yeah.
That was the most annoying shit. And you
I think
thinking
he was watching Purple Rain and he's like, there it is.
Ah. He just need that smooth ass turn.
So wait, DJ and Ray, did you guys see AEW last night?
I
As
saw
much
it
as
in
I
the last
could.
hour.
Wait, what? One more time.
As much as I could, because it's
Okay.
becoming unwatchable.
I saw the
Go
last
ahead.
hour.
Okay. And,
I thought you said you saw it on your laptop. I was like, what?
No, I
And
saw the
if
last.
Toe
Oh, you
doesn't watch
could if
it.
I watch it on HBO.
I don't know why Toe
But I
doesn't
saw the
watch
last
it. You
hour.
should watch it.
You know what it is? Because either I'm on the podcast doing the Wednesday sports shit, or I use that day to sleep. So I
don't have a thing called DVR, or better yet,
try to watch it when I'm at work, but I'm either
on Max.
distracted by doing something else or
But
it's one but it's one of those things that it's like, oh, AEW's on tonight. I don't catch it, and then I just completely forget I could watch it afterwards. But I'm a Mac. I don't have a Mac.
You're making excuses.
No, I'm telling you what it is.
A homework assignment, like you need to watch AEW.
It's not an excuse. That's what's happening. I'm choosing sleep over AEW. I mean, I can sleep while I watch it, but I mean, it'd be horrible.
Dead. Listen, you'll sleep when you're dead. You'll be fine.
I mean, I'm close.
Are you being paid by AEW? Why are you,
no,
why are you pushing
no.
AEW?
Why? Because I can't stand when they try to hate on AEW and they don't even fucking watch the product.
I mean, I do watch. I watched. Well,
no,
I try to watch the pay-per-views. There's
that clips on Instagram.
The way that the pay-per-view comes in is just as bad as the show.
Just because you watch TikToks that's only good until the 19th does not mean that you watch AEW. Okay.
Yeah, listen.
But the only reason why I'm bringing this up,
I watched the best part of AEW, Mercedes Monet's entrance.
The reason why I'm asking this is because that's not even a good entrance anymore, bro. That's it. Pero, ¿qué tú estás aguantando? Dime, like, what are you?
I don't eat wonton.
It's just bones, bro. It's bones.
For everyone to be known again, the TikTok ban has been.
Some of the juiciest meat is next to the bone.
The TikTok ban doesn't go in effect for another 270 days.
Really?
Yeah.
It said it was until like the 19th.
Again, no one watched the news this week, did they?
No, this is why I don't watch. This is why I don't. This is why I don't follow none of that shit because everything's a fucking lie. It was supposed to.
Until the 19th, bro.
Yes,
TikTok was supposed to die yesterday. I don't know.
The 19th. But the
well, last year TikTok went through the same shit.
Bro,
and I don't care.
Yeah, to be honest with you,
I really don't care. I don't like TikTok. And the
why.
reason why I don't like TikTok is because people cannot handle it. Okay, most people, all you have to do is play the creepy version of I got 5 on it and say something with a straight face, and they'll believe anything you say. And I don't like that.
That's terrible.
Yeah. Or twerk.
I was just asking about AEW because I was just really entertained by Ricochet when he got hit in the back in the chair by Prince Nana, and then Prince Nana started doing the dance right after. Why Prince Nana just smacked the shit out of Ricochet with the chair, put the chair down and started.
Well,
Ricochet's gonna swerve now.
Nana is doing that. He's doing that till the wheels fall off. He's gonna be in his deathbed.
I was here for all of that, but I was like, how you just hit somebody and then you just
when our kids goes to
he's doing like a touchdown dance after you fucking hit somebody. Oh shit. That's why I was asking about AEW and shit like that, because I just wanted to tell you guys that how much I appreciate a true national treasure that is Prince Nana.
I will agree with that.
But just for the service bulletin, public service announcement for everybody that doesn't play the home game. Just because Prince Nana hit Ricochet in the back with a chair doesn't mean the show's good. But anyway, yeah. Samoa Joe came back last night.
There's other parts that are actually really good too. What the fuck happened?
No, I don't know why it on my screen it looked like you was looking at the comment I put up and you was like, what?
That was pretty good. Yeah, that was pretty good. I was like, damn, she got this down now.
Yeah, word. Read the comment from us.
That's hilarious because I looked up and I was like, what was that? Okay. I just have my feet up. That's why. And I knocked over something and half of it is like on the other side. And I was just curious
you to get that after the show.
You dropped your pen or whatever that was.
Not that important, so it can live there for a few days. I'm okay with that. It really is. If I tell you what it is, y'all gonna die laughing. But we gonna save that. We can't say that right now.
Okay.
On air.
I swear to God, you guys are my therapy.
Cryptocurrency is great. Anyway, so what else is happening in rest? Oh, Corey Graves.
Yes, they mentioned that in the
And
chat.
Corey,
We didn't
yeah.
get to. So, do you guys think this is real? You think this is a work, or do you think this
At
is a part of the
first,
TNA deal?
so here's the thing. At first, I'm thinking it's a work,
Mhm.
but reports are coming out from people that are a little bit more closer on the inside. I think Corey's brother even tweeted out at one point, "It's not a work," which I feel weird when somebody says it's not a work, because then it makes me feel like it's more work.
Right.
Yeah. This
Because
isn't a
now we know
Ponzi
the
scheme.
word. Now we know that word, right? So
Yeah.
I think
Right.
he had to say it just because so many people really were buying into it.
I think if my brother was a wrestler and I was out there tweeting, I'd be like, "Yo, no bullshit. He really hates this fucker." I wouldn't use the terminology.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
I think it was a work, but he worked himself into a shoot. I think he might have been told, "Hey, tweet something a little risque,"
Mhm.
and Corey Graves said, "Hold on, I got an idea," and it didn't work out
Mm.
because his dissatisfaction might have been genuine, and someone might have actually taken offense to it. You can only be a certain amount of people to just be able to do whatever the hell you want, and if it generates money, it's okay. Like, unless
I mean,
your name is Paul Heyman or John Cena, they're not letting you just.
Yeah, but
Corey
even John
Graves
Cena
wouldn't-
wouldn't say some shit like that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if but still, he could, and I think it would be okay. But it's like Corey Graves doing it. It's like, because I thought it was. You remember when Joey Styles did this?
Yeah.
That was the work to set up for One Night Stand.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's like even Joey got in trouble because he kind of kept going. So it's like for Corey to do this, it's like if you're really dissatisfied, hey, it's understandable at a time because also it's fucked up to be told, hey, we appreciate what you've done, but like you never want to hear that. However, it's also something that it's been done previously to people that you never thought would be treated that way. Shit, it came out a while back. You remember when they were starting doing the draft? They started drafting commentators.
Yes.
They never told JR and Michael Cole they were getting switched. So their genuine reactions were their reactions. Like JR, you could tell was just pissed. That was because he legit was told nothing. And that was the first time they ever broke him and King up like that, that he would then have to go call a different show.
Oh, yeah.
He did talk about that in the book too. So
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Like it's like think about situations like that. So it's like this isn't the first time they'll just be like, well, it's commentary.
Well, so listen, stuff like this I don't have an opinion on because it's their issue, and I don't know what they're doing. So until the payoff comes, I'm not gonna. But I kind of like if it's gonna be a work, if they let him be a bad guy heel, this would have been perfect.
And
he toes the line. He did like one day he'll be a bad guy heel, and then the next day he'll be neutral.
Right.
Like because I felt like he was gonna be the next Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Same.
And then he just either held himself back or they was like, "No, bro, that's not the direction we want you to go."
Yeah.
Or just too many, like you said, they switch around the announcers so much.
Yeah.
And then now he's got to go with whatever announced team needs. Like that's what he has to go. He has to go with that. Again, I think he's better as a heel announcer and a heel.
Yeah.
And he will tell you that. He used to love being a heel. I remember him talking, and he said his favorite thing was when he would be laying there after a good feud that he started as a heel, and then the good guy wins, and he's laying there, and he's like, that was the best feeling, and to hear the crowd after he gets pinned. he loves being a heel.
All right, shit. Even though Pat McAfee, amazing announcer.
Pat McAfee brings. That's why it's Pat McAfee and Michael Cole. That's why, because Pat McAfee brings that character out of Michael Cole. Corey Graves won't. Like he'll have fun, but not as fun as he'll have with Pat McAfee.
Right.
Well,
So
I think
there's a different dynamic, and
yeah,
that's
but
what you have to think about.
I also think that the difference with Pat McAfee having all that energy is because he has that fuck you situation where he started doing this shit on as a fun thing, and then he does the college shit. Like he has, from what I understand, he has a very loose contract or situation with WWE. So if he doesn't announce, he can do whatever fuck he wants elsewhere. He's successful elsewhere. Where Corey Graves this is all I got. So I can't toe the line unless you guys want me.
And then I think this is
You know what I'm
why
saying?
Ray said this is him work. It's a work shoot.
Yeah, because I don't see this not being his opinion though. Because also, as someone who does commentary, sometimes you do feel like, for a lot of people, commentary is expendable. I've been on a lot of shows where my partner is not the same person, so it sucks, but it's also a situation of I can't imagine being at that level, being good at your job, because I like Corey Graves as a commentator. I know not many do. I do like him as a commentator.
I like him.
And to be told, hey, tough break. Like, because it sucks. 'Cause it's like to be someone that you know was dependable and to basically be told, well, this is what we're going to do now.
You know,
like to not even be like, oh, we're going to send you here then to SmackDown at least. Nope, we just don't have anything for either of the main shows. See it.
Because they put McAfee in there to replace Corey Graves, and now they got Wade Barrett to replace Corey Graves on SmackDown.
Shit, I would have rather fucking Wade and Corey then.
Yeah, but then they just spent all that money on this baseball player dude. Yeah, put him on NXT. To be honest with you, I would rather Corey Graves and Wade Barrett also.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
because I think
yeah,
Wade
no
Barrett,
offense to that guy, but it
oh
just
yeah,
the dynamic isn't there. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Pat McAfee as a commentator because he has that. He brings the right sports feel.
Right.
That
he brings
I
the
know
fan
they
aspect.
wanted but he also has that feel that it's like, yeah, he brings that it's like you see that he's an analyst.
Yeah.
Compared to the other guy that it's like you're too analytical and forgetting where you're at. Because there's a way to do it. Like there's a way to still be professional, but still remember to give me what you're supposed to paint the picture here. Because that's what I do. And I'm very analytical with it. That's why the unbiased, biased, whatever you want to call me on commentary. I try to be that analytical side to this, but still also remember, I'm on a wrestling show. Like I'm not calling a game here. I'm calling wrestling. So you're supposed to add still something to it, even if you're breaking shit down to a T. And Pat McAfee knows how to do that while being very over the top and overcentric. The other guy still, I don't know. But
yeah. You can feel like it's just off when you're watching the show and you're hearing how the commentary is.
Yeah.
And you're just like, this, for me, like the commentary on SmackDown is not doing it for me.
You know, I think because this guy doesn't know the guys personally.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because like Wade Barrett knows him, so he could play with the wrestlers and all that other stuff. And Pat McAfee, is cool with Michael Cole, and I'm pretty sure he's cool with the guys on the inside because they've been on his podcast. But this dude, he's probably still on some, I don't know these guys personally like that, so I'm just going to say what I can say. I can't take liberty.
Yeah.
Because they can hear you. Like Gigi was like, yo, we heard Roman Reigns look back when Pat McAfee was talking about his body. You know what I'm saying? Like
no, it's true. You can't. Yeah, you can hear him. Yeah.
Yeah, so
there's a lot of pause moments when it comes to Pat McAfee sometimes.
Word.
No, Pat. Pat is kind of like Jesse. Like he'll say some stuff and everybody's like, "Wait, what?"
But yeah.
And speaking of that, I want Jesse to get more loose on the next Saturday Night Live.
I'll never forget
Saturday Night's main event.
It worked. Wait, Michael Cole was like, "Don't yeet on me this time." I'm like, what? Wait, what? What?
Yeah. I just yeeted all over LA. Well, don't yeet on me. I don't have another clean suit. What? Bro.
Hey, he's
And
having
when
fun. Again, you gotta try to have a little
You're right.
fun out there. Even
And
if
when
the
Pat
most, like,
McAfee comes out, I'm sorry, they need to just pay the money for Seven Nation Army. This song that he comes out to now, stop.
come
Just,
on,
just pay
you're
the money
right.
for Seven.
Let's go.
Yeah, just pay for Seven Nation Army and stop playing.
Yeah, no, because at this point you're paying like you're what are you doing? You're giving me Timu fucking
Exactly.
giving me the Timu version of it.
Exactly.
Stop giving me the fucking Timu version of it.
Yeah.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with Timu versions. If it works, it works. But y'all have money. Like
Right.
if Brian oh my god.
You
If
got enough.
Danielson-
You
if
got.
Danielson can come out to the fucking song, and you know what song I'm talking about. Already.
Come and be
The Flight of the Bumblebee.
Yeah.
That's it.
Or
Speaking
Final
of
Countdown. Final Countdown.
No, the final countdown.
Yeah.
Mainly the final countdown because the other one was great too, but the final
Right.
countdown is what really like kind of hits home in a way. So it was so funny.
Yeah.
But that's so much money. If AEW can pay for that,
Right.
motherfucker,
Well, no.
WWE.
They got Living Color to re-record Cult of Personality. I think you can you have the
because
money.
they wanted to get the royalties for that.
No, yeah, they made sure so they can actually get paid for that. Like,
Yeah,
CM
because they
Punk-
weren't getting paid by their record.
Yeah, CM Punk talked about that. Oh my god, what's his name? O'Shea Jackson Jr.'s podcast.
Mm-hmm.
He talked about they legit made sure so they can get paid for it.
I love it.
Also, it was funny because they legit said, if this song isn't for you, we're telling them no. Because he didn't know how to tell them without spoiling that he was making his return. Because he's like,
Right.
they asked him, hey, so is this for you? Because they just hit us up and we're telling them no if it's not. It's like, you might want to tell them yes. He just didn't want to say it
Right.
was because of that.
Right.
Punk was definitely trying to keep kayfabe alive.
That's dope.
Oh man.
Cause yeah, I've been to their concert before, by the way, and they
Yeah.
you want it. You if they come to town, you want to go.
Yeah.
So how do we see Corey Graves' situation going on now? Because he was on NXT, and a lot of people are speculating that he might go back to wrestling.
I hope that's what this leads to. Because if he's cleared, I feel like they talked about him being cleared early last year.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yep.
I hope it's safe enough for him to do it. Just because with neck injuries of that severe, like
if Saraya
that's a
can get in
risk.
the ring, he can. I'll just say that.
Yeah, but she had to go somewhere else for that.
No,
I'm just saying if it's similar, and
It
I mean
is.
they gave her a damn title.
yeah,
So
but I can imagine he's not gonna want to like go at a different level now. Like if he's coming back, he's gonna want to like, hey, I'm not telling you to not do this. I'm not gonna tell you to protect. Like, yeah, and it definitely takes a lot longer to try to think about what to do to be able to protect yourself in there. Like, shit, I can imagine how hard it is for Tyson.
You just gotta adapt to what you can do and just do the best you can.
right.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's not possible.
No,
it's
yeah.
just a lot of
Well,
it's a lot of precautions.
most of the people nowadays can't get that shit out their head.
That's also the problem.
You know,
it becomes your
when we was growing up, any means necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I can't do it my way, I can't do it at all. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't change what they do.
Right. Now you gotta adapt. You have to adapt.
Absolutely.
But if he was cleared last year, then that means we would have to assume, barring any of his wife's issues, because I don't know if Carmella still has issues with her foot or her health or whatever, but he would have to have been training
Mm-hmm.
to see if he could go for at least a year.
That's one thing about him. He always seemed like he was always in shape. Like I
Yeah.
don't think he ever,
Not
he
Yeah.
never
stop
rested on that.
training. You know what I'm saying? I don't think
Exactly.
he ever stopped training. It's just training versus actually being in a match. Totally two different things. I'm pretty
Sure.
sure that Corey Graves was always kind of training in the ring, at least, the locks in and this and that. And, like I want to say like the basics as
Hmm.
opposed to something that could be too impactful that's going to cause him to get fucked up again.
Was
Hmm.
was it his concussions or his neck?
Um,
'Cause
Well,
Christian
I
was the
know
concussions, right?
it was no, he had a lot of concussions. I remember that on NXT.
Yeah.
He had
I
mad
I think it
concussions.
might
He
have been
couldn't get over it.
concussions, but that was the same thing with Joe. And look, it took a whole different place to finally clear him. But WWE's doctors are clearing him now. So if it is just concussions, but I feel like it also had to do with another injury though. I don't know why the neck thing came to
I
my head,
feel
but I
like
feel
there
like it
was
might have
something
been.
with his neck as well.
I think it might have also been a neck injury.
Yeah.
But with on top of just him
Right.
being prone to concussions,
Right.
which unfortunately again wrestling, yeah, it's
And
it
just
can't
to,
happen.
yeah. Sorry about that. John was asking a question there that I wanted to go. Like that was an interesting question. Like, do you guys
The
see
Roxanne
Roxanne making a surprise appearance?
on SmackDown.
And then at this point, I don't even think WWE is really doing the whole thing where like wrestlers have to stay on a certain roster. Like that's why
Well, yeah,
so
because Bailey just showed up on NXT this week.
right.
Like I was watching NXT and I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, what?
Yeah.
Bailey showed up at the
So
last
it's like,
segment of NXT this past Tuesday.
Yep.
yeah,
Excuse me. She was talking to Roxanne and just basically like, you could do this, you could do that, and Roxanne's like, you're just like everybody else that I just don't want to listen to. I'm gonna do me, whatever. And next thing you know, they just started fighting. Roxanne obviously did the first hit, slapped her, and then Bailey took her down, and that's how we ended the show. Them fighting in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
So do I see Roxanne coming out to SmackDown? Absolutely.
Yeah, because Bailey's having her title match on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm. So I
BBL
definitely
baby.
see that happening.
And to update you guys, Corey Graves had 2 major concussions back to back in a short span. That's what made him retire.
all right, yeah.
I just looked. But yeah, from what I saw from the videos, it was Roxanne was saying this women's division ain't shit without her, and Bailey's like, it ain't like it's gonna be the same shit with or without you. You're not more important than the woman.
No.
But I'll tell you one thing though, NXT knows how to give that next person the title.
Right.
Yeah.
They
And
did
well,
what 4 for 4 now with the women's champions. It was Toxic Attraction, then there was Tiffany.
I don't think Tiffany was after Mandy. I think it was Roxanne Perez.
Yeah, because remember Roxanne,
No, yeah, Roxanne. Then she lost it, and then
Yeah.
Right. She lost it to
no, she fainted in the ring, and they took the title from her, and then
yeah,
she lost the rematch ladder match,
yep,
and then she won it back. But I forgot who. But whoever had those titles was holding it for a while.
yeah.
and I know Tiffany was holding him for a while, so I know that she beat Roxanne for them, or she beat whatever was needed.
Hold on.
Look it up, Ray.
I'm about to look that shit up.
Like, go to work for the knuckleheads, Raymond. Not for your own selfish needs. That is happening July 19th
I mean,
at
make
the
enough
Mecca
money.
in New Jersey with 4 amazing announcements that you've made.
Word,
Charles
Still waiting on
Mason,
my plane ticket.
word.
Sammy
So that
Campbell.
lost in the mail. I don't
Okay,
know if it's ever coming.
so it was All right, so we went Rhea Ripley. This is from 2010. Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, Io Sky, Raquel Rodriguez, Mandy Rose, Roxanne Perez, Indy Hartwell. Then they vacated the title because Indy went to the main roster.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot. Yo, that was such a shit run. I am so pissed
Yeah,
at
31 days.
WWE for fucking doing that to Indy. Like, I'm glad they gave her the belt, but the fact that they didn't let her run with it
Yeah.
because they just moved it to the roster for her to do nothing.
Yeah.
For her to do nothing? Are you fucking kidding me? The biggest storyline that NXT had was Indy Hartwell marrying fucking Dexter Loomis, and he actually said the words, "I do."
Yeah. Yeah. And the 31 days she was NXT champion. Then it was vacated. And then Tiffany Stratton won it. Then Becky Lynch beat Tiffany. And then Laura Valkyrie beat Becky. And then Roxanne Perez beat Laura. And then Lyra. Sorry. And then Julia beat Roxanne.
Yeah, she's the new champ.
She's the new champ as of last week.
Roxanne.
Which is still crazy that they gave it to Julia so quick.
I mean, so quick. This is her fourth. That was her fourth title shot, wasn't it?
What?
Was it?
Yeah, because she debuted, got a title shot, she lost, then she got a triple threat title shot, and she was in another match with her, and then she won the survival shit. I'm not mistaken.
No.
She was in a world title match a couple of times. Because I remember she lost to Roxanne Perez in her debut.
Okay, she did lose at her debut.
Yeah.
That was an open challenge for the title?
No,
Not an
like
open
they,
challenge, but that was for the title? Because just because she fought her doesn't mean it was for the title. That's what I was trying to figure out. Like,
it was
I
at the
don't
pay
think
per view though. I'm trying to get.
No,
who she-
Julia showed up on NXT like on a Tuesday. I mean, she showed up during the NXT like premium live event, whatever they want to call it.
Yeah.
But her match it started at NXT, not at a pay per view. Can be saying these things without not fact checking. Yeah, we're all
Well, I'm fact checking now, but I know he wrestled Roxanne
DJ
because then shortly after she came,
you're solo.
after she came,
red solo cup.
yeah, after Julia came, that's when what's her name came,
Like,
Victoria with her.
Sure, I had no idea what you just said right now. All right.
Fact checking and
fact checking though.
In the place to be right now.
Hey, if you guys know in the chat, hey, let us know too. You know, what is it? The more the merrier. All right, you got this, guys. What another news?
Yeah, we could go into other news while they're looking for that.
Let's see, our new NXT champion, Obafemi.
Yeah, she wrestled her in the Allstate Arena.
Who?
Roxanne defeated Julia.
Who?
On January 10th.
Who?
2024.
Still feel like it was quick. Well, that's just me. I don't know. But they also debuted her, Delta, and Stephanie Vicor.
I guess in that
in the
that's an
same
era.
form.
And then on top of that, let's be real. Roxanne is going to be moving on to the main roster.
Yeah, she's definitely
I
her,
mean,
Cora Jade, if Cora Jade could finally.
This is if you really guys, if you really think about it, this is Roxanne Perez's way to get into SmackDown after the Rumble.
Right.
The Rumble, believe it or not, it's next month. It's not that far away.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, And then on top of that, not only can you use her for SmackDown, but you can also use her for TNA.
Yep.
But right now, the way it's looking that they're gonna go ahead and put her wherever Bailey's at, so we can go ahead and continue this feud
Right.
between Roxanne and her Bailey.
Mhm.
And that's going to be a pretty much little bit of a long feud because it's just so fresh, and it's like new NXT versus old NXT.
Yeah, Bailey's become a gatekeeper,
Yeah.
which is good. It's just this is how wrestlers. This is what we do, right? You have your prime, you win your championships, and then you start having good matches for the people that are coming up.
Mhm.
And that's where we are with Bailey. Nobody should be upset about that. Bailey, she, come on, you can't really do a whole lot better than Bailey's career at this point. So,
Serious.
so, so yeah, and then so she's gonna, you come to Bailey when you're young and you need to. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to have great matches on this stage.
Yeah.
And then that's what she's gonna do with Roxanne, and then Roxanne's gonna be just fine after the Bailey feud.
And also, it gives a chance for Bailey to step away from the women's title, and Tiffany can handle her
Right.
business with the rest of the division.
That's right. So yeah, let her have
Bingo.
some time with it and play around with the, her character and all of that with Tiffy. So yeah, no, this is the difference when you have people that knows how episodic TV is supposed to go for wrestling. This is the difference.
I mean, when they have a format, DJ, and they go by. Oh, I don't want to go into this conversation again. You know what? We're gonna move along before
And
I
logistics.
open that can of worms again.
Yeah, logistics and
You mean
the company,
all those,
the
all
company
those
that you
things-
guys hate had a format in the first 2 years.
I don't hate
that
I
you
can't
guys
a company
hate.
that my friends work at. I
No,
told
I'm
you
not
this
giving
earlier.
one to the bad
There
guy. I
is
do
no-
not hate.
There is no hatred for any wrestling company. You know what? Let's go into that for a second before
Okay.
because if we're gonna get there, we're gonna get there.
We're gonna get there, sure.
If
We're
you're
gonna
a
get there.
person that hates any wrestling company, but you say
Mhm.
you're a wrestling fan,
No, that is, you got
you're
it.
an that makes no sense.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't be
It's
a
an
wrestling
oxymoron,
fan.
Ethan.
You can't be a wrestling fan if you hate a company.
Correct.
Mhm.
Because if you hate any wrestling company, you're not a wrestling fan. Because that means you don't want the wrestlers you do like to have opportunities. Again,
Just
every
because you don't-
wrestler, no matter where they are currently contracted to, are still that lovely word of independent contractors. So again, just because they're currently here doesn't mean there's other opportunities out there that they can't look to do later on.
And
But what if they
can't
hate that company because they're not getting the opportunities? People
That's
hated the
on-
WWE when Vince
You know
was
what's
running it.
crazy? You know what's crazy about that? What is still the end goal for mostly every wrestler in professional wrestling?
Mhm.
If the
meet Hulk
answer's not
Hogan.
WWE, what happened? What was that?
To meet Hulk Hogan.
I didn't say what your goal
Guy,
was.
guy,
I
no.
said what
No.
every
Go
wrestler,
fuck yourself.
What every-
Absolutely not.
what every
Fuck Hogan.
wrestler, every wrestler. I said wrestler, not what Toe wants to do. I get it.
So fucking. Oh my god.
It's okay. I said,
But I'm just
Okay,
saying,
no, this is why I
a
can't
lot
show
of the
my face
fans,
sometimes when you're here.
a lot of the fans hated WWE when Vince was running it, and they stopped watching it. And then they got this cult personality when AEW was created,
Mhm.
and it was a bunch of fuck WWE with AEW.
Right.
So it's like I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong, but like on the fan aspect of it, they just can hate the company and not the people, not the wrestlers in it, because sometimes the wrestlers can only do but so much.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can hate the company for holding people back.
so wait.
Just
so
like
you're-
if you sit
you
there
hate
and
the
go,
company or do you hate the management?
what's the difference?
There's a big difference.
There's a difference.
So tell me the difference.
Because
So, right, you go to work, you love your coworkers, you hate your fucking boss.
Yeah.
Or right now, most of us actually like the wrestlers that were in WCW, and we like to watch. Like when they, Nitro started, we were excited,
No.
and then management started and the older wrestlers started messing up the product. So you can not like the direction that, like, I'm a, like, people that like Apple and with Apple, like most people, like, hey, I want an Apple phone, but I'm tired of them making the same phone. Why do you guys keep making the
Yeah.
same phone and just changing the number? So
The-
stuff like that.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying is, like, if you turn on, like, I could turn around, like, I hate Apple, but I have an Apple phone. I hate what they're doing, that every year is the same shit, but I like the phone.
Mhm.
Where people would say I hate AEW, and they can mean they don't like the way that the company's running. Don't necessarily mean they don't like the wrestlers.
See, here's the thing with internet trolls nowadays.
Yeah, here we
They
go.
all
Yeah.
they want to do is like, I hate how AEW because Tony Khan's a fucking cokehead. I hate AEW because Tony Khan doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Look what he's doing with Kenny Omega. Look what he's doing with the Young. Look what he's doing with Darby. Look what he's doing with Orange Cassidy. What are they doing with Moxley? You know why? Because that's all they got. There's people out there that's just gonna hate a product because they're just so pro WWE, and then you have those folks who are so pro AEW that fuck WWE. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. It's the same old shit, same old thing each and every week. Triple H doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Apparently, in the wrestling industry, nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. WWE doesn't know what they're doing. AEW doesn't know what they're doing. There's people out there wondering why TNA is still alive and not dead. And a lot of people think it's still fucking dead.
Oh no, there's so many people that were so pissed off by the idea of this thing being announced today that I'm just like,
really? Wow.
You know, I saw a lot of that, and people. You know what was sad? Seeing people in the industry that were mad at it, and I'm just like,
that's stupid. Yeah.
why?
That's stupid.
So that's why I say, if you hate companies, because that's the thing. That's why I was saying companies, because there are people that genuinely just hate the company for being a company. It's not because of how the product actually is. It's not because of who works there or who runs it. People
I like to know their
do hate companies.
Yeah, I like to know their ages because I want to know.
We look
where
at
they
it,
are.
Again, most of the time it varies. Because there's younger
and
fans.
You have to think about this, right? You have to think about this. I hate the company, so run a better one. Run a better one. Can you run a better one? No.
See, you can't even use that anymore because you know what's the problem with that? Because that used to be the go-to. It'd be like, oh, so run your own. The problem is people do. And then they create these things and it's like, okay. So it's like you can't even use that anymore because it used to be like the thing about people would say, oh, you shouldn't have an opinion on this because you haven't done this.
True.
It's like, no, everyone's entitled to an opinion. Everyone is entitled to an opinion. The thing is, again, when we have discussions like this, let's actually bring it to the table then. What is it that people might not enjoy? Because the fact that people use the word hate toward it, because everyone hates. Hates this and hates this. It's like,
no one
do you
dislikes
hate
anything.
it or is it just not your preference?
Well,
again, wrestling is
like, no, I hate it. I hate it.
Well, some people get spoken for.
Well, that's all
because like when someone goes, I don't like when this happens, he automatically hates everything that he talks bad about.
Right.
But that's also what the fucking IWC does. They create that mentality of, if you don't like this, you must hate it. Or
and you're
that's
not a real
the only
wrestler.
verbiage they use is I hate this, I hate this, I hate. It's like, why?
So like I said, like that's why I brought up age, because like you're saying, I've seen, like when you look at the ages, I really feel like some folks they grew up like through most of their life, all there was WWE or New Japan, and that's all there was.
Yeah.
So you either like this style or that style, and there was no in the middle.
Yeah.
And when I was growing up, you had you had NWA, WCW, you had AWA, you had WWF, you had you had world class championship wrestling. So throughout the Saturday, you could see all of these shows, and you was there for all of it. Like you wanted to see all of it, and you were excited to see all of them. And now you have like so people that this is it. You've only had one way or the other, and now you can't have like you can't be in the middle. You can't like all of it. You either like the way New Japan and AEW do things and indie wrestling, or you like the way WWE does things. And that's like, why are we doing this? Like, why does it have to be one way or the other?
Well, a lot of people get their how do I say it? The criticisms turned around as to hate, when the criticism is more like you can do better. But then it's like, oh well, you hate them and you're not a real wrestling fan because you're not thrilled with 100% of the stuff they're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well,
You know, like if you're not on their dick, you're not a fan, and you hate them. You know, like it because the thing is, it's perfectly fine to criticize them when Jericho fell off of the cage and you saw the crash mat, and it was perfectly fine to criticize them when the ring exploded with the sparklers.
oh, yeah.
But then when
they
you
were
know
selling it, like that
yeah,
was the thing that was
yeah.
making me mad.
But
Like,
then
why
when
stop selling,
yeah, but then when you go,
Backlash.
Jamie Hayter's been jobbing
Backlash
since her
already.
return, and then they had the Taiwan taco fight. You're not a real fan if you don't like that.
Taiwan taco. That was a
You
thing?
know, like listen, you know what I'm saying? Like there are double standards when it comes to this company.
Mm-hmm.
Like if everyone doesn't like it, it's okay. If you're the only one that doesn't like it, you're a hater.
Or I think some people just also like the attention of like people. We do rage bait now. Like somebody will say, "Oh, Kenny Omega is better than everybody on the WWE roster." Now he knows the person that posts that. They know damn well that's not right, but they know that they're gonna get a bunch of people that's gonna say something. Yes, pay attention to me. I don't go outside and.
Oh, fucking, and again,
or have a girlfriend.
It's no slight to Damien, but he fucking tried to bait us on Monday with the Penta debut. Oh, this was better than fucking Will Ospreay versus Buddy Matthews, and it's like it's a different fucking match.
No.
But the problem is there's a lot of people that have those type of, they just like, let's react to this and let's react to this and let's do this to get people to fucking just start arguing about it.
Well, here's the thing though. People watch wrestling differently, right?
Yeah.
So for Damien, it could have been because of the feel of Penta finally being in WWE. You felt Penta's excitement during the match, and you felt how the fans were captivated with the moment. It could have been the moment that was bigger than the match with Will Ospreay and Buddy Murphy, than more of a technical showcase. Because I saw the match and I didn't see the Buddy Murphy Will Ospreay, but I can imagine that match was cleaner.
But
you know what I'm saying? Like
why are we comparing it?
That's a question for Damien, but I'm just saying, like,
yeah,
you know, when something comes to mind, like, because Damien probably liked Will Ospreay and Buddy Murphy, and that was probably his favorite match of the week or whatever, and he sees this and that feeling, because remember, wrestling is emotion.
Right.
If you can't catch our emotion, you ain't getting us.
And that's what.
And
this is my point with Will Ospreay. Like, so when people like I've had people come at me when I say I think the problem with Will Ospreay is that he doesn't have any charisma. He could do everything that humanly possible in a ring, but he has no charisma. You like the way he wrestles. He can walk down the street right now on Times Square and him. They don't. Bad guy was on here, and I was telling him this is the problem with the show. It's like they're going for you're giving me a show where you care more about the star rating of the match than that this is a episodic television show.
Yeah.
Bottom line, that's what this is. So if you're who I don't get, the star rating is not going to keep an audience. It's not going to keep an audience wanting to come back the next week to watch more.
But
nobody knows who Ospreay is.
You know, the funny thing is, the star rating of the story will keep somebody coming back more than the star rating of the match.
Thank you.
And the star rating of the match only matters when the story ends.
Exactly.
Because Shawn Michaels and Undertaker, WrestleMania, the first time they met for the streak, that story was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The match was even crazy.
Yes.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why we remember the match so much, because that story and the build up to it.
Right.
And the way they expressed that story during the match.
You talking about the unsanctioned thing with Shawn Michaels and Triple H, or
no, I'm talking about the good versus the dark, when Shawn Michaels came out in the light with all white and stuff. Yeah.
Against Undertaker. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like even the Undertaker versus Triple H in the Hell in a Cell, where Shawn Michaels was the guest referee, that was a story of, you know, Triple H is trying to defeat the streak, but it was also the Attitude Era was gone.
Right.
This is our farewell moment.
Right.
For the Attitude Era.
Right.
And that's the story they tell us. This is something we get invested with. Yep. Like, you can watch a 5-star match, and unless they're giving you something to invest in, you're not gonna be invested in it. You know, because like I said, how many 5-star matches can you watch on mute?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because like Bret the Hitman Hart is one of the best performers because he's just does the basic things excellent.
Right. Yeah, he's not doing flip like 180s and no.
The most athletic guys back in the day did a crossbody off the top rope.
So you're talking Jimmy Snuka and Ricky
Dynamite
Steamboat.
Kid. Yeah.
And Dynamite Kid were probably the most athletic people. They weren't doing, you know,
and
eight tope suicides in one match.
Yeah.
Bro, if you think about it, WrestleMania 3 had the best match in WrestleMania history with Ricky Steamboat and Macho Man. And that was planned out move by move.
Right.
But you just had two of the best wrestlers in the world performing that. And then you had the most basic match in the world with Hogan and Andre, and that match, those two matches are the only matches people remember WrestleMania 3.
Yep.
And one of them was because of the story.
Right.
Like, to be honest with you, Ray, if AEW's matches had stories that were as good as the matches, WWE would be in a problem. Yeah. WWE would have a problem right now. Right. That's why the NWO kicked the WWE's ass for 83 weeks.
That's right. And not just the NWO, even the mid card, if you remember, there was a bunch of stories in WCW that you wanted to see. Wait, I want to see what's going to happen with this, you know? So
the cruiserweights and all, Ravens flock, like.
Yep, Ravens flock. Yep. Yeah, Goldberg. You had, you know, so
DDP. Yeah.
DDP. Yep. That was just diamond cutting people just out of nowhere.
Word.
You're like, wait, how's he gonna diamond cut somebody tonight? You know,
for real, yeah. Jericho wanting to fight Goldberg. You know, there was just a bunch of shit going on there that it was. See, this is wrestling. Wrestling encompasses everything. Wrestling isn't from bell to bell. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like everybody's concerned with people's promo. You have to be able to tell a promo and all this other stuff. You can have a shit promo and a beautiful story to a fucking match and come out with WrestleMania 12. Because we all know Bret Hart ain't have the best promos in the world, but we're saying he's the best wrestler in the world. Like, he's one of the top best wrestlers in the world. And this motherfucker I'm talking to Mike for shit.
Right.
Well, you gotta have something.
That's so fucked up because I'm here like, he's the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be, except for his promo.
Right?
Well,
like, I love Bret.
He was memorable promo. It wasn't the best, but it was memorable. You got to be that. If we could at least we know what you said. It sticks. That's your goal.
And 90% of a match, for me at least, was Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan, and JR and Jim Ross.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're the ones telling the story also. Like when
point. You're supposed to. If you're not helping paint that picture, if you're not helping drive that as a commentator, you're failing.
Yeah, with the 14 people on AEW announcing, and at any given time they're changing their announce team during every match. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's hard because
this is what you mean by like the hate.
No, but you watch the pay-per-view, one match you got Excalibur, Tony Schiavone, and another dude, and then Taz comes out, and half of the match is Excalibur welcoming Taz to the table, and then the other half is, all right, I'm gonna go so JR could come out here and tell this match. And if the match is in about 40 minutes, we're getting awkward shit. There's been awkward moments with the announcers in some of these matches.
Yeah.
And Gigi just left.
She's like, man,
I'm tired of this shit. Don't talk about Taz.
Well, no, this is why I said earlier. Sometimes, and again, I've seen it, where again commentary is expendable. The problem with that is, I get it. You have a variety of people that are they're good at the job. The problem is them trying to be like, let's have this person, let's have this person, let's have this person. It's like, hey, you have enough matches that you can space it out. Like, we know 90% of the time JR is going to be there for the semi-main.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. The rest, Tony Schiavone is always going to be that's your guy. That's your company guy. He's always going to be at the table. Make sure you know how to space it out for the rest. So by the end of it, you know where you're putting everyone else, because you need Tony Schiavone to be that guy that no matter what, he's going to bring it back to the subject. You need that at a commentary table.
Because if they would, I don't know how they do it, but if let's say Excalibur and Tony was on Dynamite, Taz and whoever was on Collision, because Rampage is done, or is it Rampage?
Yeah, Collision's still there. Rampage is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if they did that and then you had the matches on the pay-per-view from each show, then you can do those announcers because they're familiar with the stories of the wrestlers. But yeah, no, I get what you're saying, Ray. But that it's some also because the WWE did that also when they split Raw and SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
But every time they switched the announcers, it felt like this was a brand new show started.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong, I criticized WWE also about the announcing because for a long time when the women were wrestling, they were talking about something completely different.
Right. Yeah, I remember that.
All the time.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's
So,
like, did you taste the hot dogs outside?
Watch.
Yeah, it's like, yo, did you see the New York Yankee baseball game? We almost won. We lost 17-2, and the Tide just pinned Eva Marie, and we're going home with that one. All right, everybody, that was a women's match. Let's get back to wrestling. Like what?
Or they'll start talking about the other matches that
Yeah,
that's what I was. Yeah,
that happened, or the main event that's going to happen.
Yeah, remember to stay tuned. We're gonna have.
Yeah.
There's some guys that are gonna come out here. Just
for those who are still awake, we got Dominic Mysterio fighting LA Knight next. Don't go nowhere. Yeah, I mean, it's never gonna be WCW, AEW, but I want it to be year one. Because even like the wrestlers, it felt like it was their company. It felt like when someone who finally gets a shot at a major league sport and they're hyped, they run out the gate and they're just shooting threes and draining them. They're on fire. That's how year one of AEW felt like.
Mm-hmm.
The prospect got talent. Now it's like, oh no, he's been exposed by Kobe.
When Kobe comes out in the fourth quarter and goes, "Hey, you had a good game."
Yeah.
And then
Think about it. It's like when the Nets moved to Brooklyn and they had Kevin Garnett and all those people, they were okay. They would do it, and then they said, "Fuck it, we're just gonna go all out and we're gonna get Kevin Garnett. I mean, we're gonna get Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Blake Griffin, all these other guys," and they did jack shit. Then it's like, well, what happened? You're supposed to have the best players in the world. They're not even here. Like you're just selling jerseys. Like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. But I think most of the time it's not that it's hate from most of these wrestling watchers.
Yeah.
it's either disappointment or it's confusion.
For me, it's disappointment.
For me, it's kind of disappointment also, because you see people with talent, you see the knowledge that they have there, and it's like you could do better.
Yes. And it's like a refusal to.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then you have people that are some AEW stands that they remind me of the episode of South Park when Stan's dad was listening to new music and it was like literally shit coming out of the headphones. And he was trying to still pretend like it was good. And the wife was like, "Come on, you know this sounds like shit." He's like, "No, this is good." And that's what they remind me of. It's like, okay, you know this is bad, and you want to give me every excuse in the world why you think this is still good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, because Ray, I'll tell you this. I don't watch. Well, back in the day, I didn't watch New Japan Pro Wrestling because there was no way for us to watch it. But
you had to wake up at 4 in the morning.
Yeah. So Wrestle Kingdom happened, and my brother was one of those people that surfed the internet. Like he knew who Seth Rollins was before he came to WWE. He knows all these people. I watch what's on TV. I'm a TV watcher.
Gotcha.
And he was like, "Yo, Shinsuke Nakamura is defending the Intercontinental title in the main event in Wrestle Kingdom. It's unheard of." I said, "All right, let's watch it. You know, fuck it. It's wrestling. Let's stay up and let's watch it. You know, we're off the next couple of days. Let's do it." We watched Wrestle Kingdom. Every single match on that card, I was like, "Holy shit, this is beautiful." The Never Open Weight Championship was the most hard-hitting match I've ever seen. And I had no idea what any of the stories were.
Yep.
These were matches like, "Yo, this shit is dope. Like, we got to watch this shit more often." My brother bought the app, and I didn't know how to navigate the app. So I'm just throwing anything on, and all I'm seeing is 4-on-4s, 4-on-4s, 4-on-4s. I'm like, is this what they do? And I'm like, where's the build up to this match that happened at Wrestle Kingdom? Like, what's going on here? And it's 4-on-4, and I was like, I don't think I can watch this.
Like that was the buildup. Was the 4-on-4?
Yeah.
Something that happened in the 4-on-4. Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know, because most of it was Japanese commentary, so like I'm getting even less of the story now. And I was like, okay, you know what? I gave it that good old try, but we're just gonna have to wait until Wrestle Kingdom when this shit pays off, because I don't know what the fuck is happening. But that's your match there. But like I said, Wrestle Kingdom hooked me on it, and now I'm happy to see anybody from New Japan wrestle. But it's like I can't follow it unless someone tells me what's going on. Like a comic book. Unless you tell me what's happening in the stories, I'm not gonna sit there and read the comic book. I watch the movie, but I can't read the comic.
Really?
I don't know. I don't know how to read the comics, and apparently when I read shit, I interpret it different than everyone else.
I mean, can you read?
Yes. I can read. Azariza okay.
That's actually how, like, so when I was in elementary school, I didn't like my teacher could tell that I could read, but I didn't like any of the books that they would make us read. So she suggested to my parents that they let me go pick out some comic books, and that's what got me to read more was comic books.
You should try it though. Not so bad.
I tried it. That's where I got my fandom for War Machine, but it's just one of those things.
Graphic novel is actually a little bit easier.
Yeah.
I like graphic novels. I have a few of them.
And you don't have to wait so it's like letting a whole season of a television show play out,
yeah,
and then going to binge watch it. That's what a graphic novel is. So that's why I like those.
You know, it's hard for me to connect with some of the things because it's like watching an anime with subtitles. I'm so busy reading the shit, I miss what happened. I didn't get to see the fight, or I didn't get to see the most, like, her smack him, because I'm reading what they say, like in the comics. I'm so busy reading the shit, I don't see the pictures.
Take your time. You can read it
It's
and then
not
go back and
erased.
and then go back and look at the pictures. You could. That's okay to do.
And the thing is that it in a comic book, you don't have to worry about missing anything because you can stop.
It's your own pace. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if y'all know anything about me. I got an on and an off switch. I don't have a medium switch. It's 100% and 0.
You should find one. It's called balance. It's good for you.
Yeah, my balance is
there,
yeah, my balance is when I'm in the pool or something. That's when I'm buoyant.
We gotta get you to
I
balance
sink
out.
right to the
Just-
bottom of the pool
just
for
a
some
little-
reason.
Oh no, I can float. I'll be in the
I
ocean
don't float
floating.
at all. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just do, right at the bottom. Oh, everybody! Oh, just lay back, and every time I'm laying at the bottom of the pool looking out.
I'm a Pisces.
well-
I'm one with the ocean.
Yeah. All right, so before we end this shit, let's get to the main topic.
I mean, this wasn't our main topic from what it looks like.
I don't get it. I have no idea where this whole conversation took a left turn at Albuquerque. I have no idea. I've just been sitting here listening. Just
I like when Gigi just gets to look on her face like I don't know. I'm along for the ride along with
Word.
with everybody watching.
I'm just gonna smoke my blunt.
It's the listeners'
I'm
fault.
smoking here.
They're listening
I'm
wrong.
a functional pothead. I
You're
promise
listening
you guys. I
wrong.
really am a functional pothead. There are
there's a way
people
to
out there
listen
that
wrong.
will smoke and not participate. There are people who drink and will not participate. They'll just say, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I'm not. But Toe was ranting. I'm gonna just let him go, and then I don't know where it went, and I didn't know how to bring it back, y'all. I'm sorry. I know y'all usually like look for me like, can we reel it back in, G? But sometimes you just gotta let God go.
Word.
Gotta let it go.
I just didn't know where to go with this anymore without making the conversation worse. I was just like, we gotta see where Toe takes it.
Yo, go ahead, man. That's if we don't make it worse, I'm gonna make it worse.
We know that. We know that. That's the sad part. We know that, but you don't give us enough time to figure out where the fuck we're supposed to go.
Because I know Ray wants to make it worse, so I make it worse for him, and then he doesn't want to jump in the pool. The water's fine.
Hey Ray, how about this? How about cheap plug? What's happening? July 19th. You know, because Toe told me that he heard there's some matches happening.
Well, tell him who you just announced, Ray. Who you just announced, Ray?
Well, yes, as of
voice.
today, it was confirmed. Shane Fair will be our official ring announcer for July 19th. Bringing a little white glove treatment to Respect. As announced Monday, it is official. The All-Father Darius Carter will be in action at Respect on July 19th. As announced last night, the baddest chick on the block, Valentina Vasquez, will be in action on July 19th. And tomorrow we'll be making the final announcement for this week. Like I was telling Toe earlier, this might have been my favorite video that I've edited so far.
Yeah,
I'm
and
looking forward
like,
to
I don't want to
seeing-
give anything away, DJ, but you might be wearing a shirt.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
You need that. Oh, and DJ, just in case if you've never seen Shane Fair, he has the smoothest exit of the ring I've ever seen.
Okay.
Like my man gets out the ring, he puts his knee on the apron and spins off the apron. It's like it's smooth. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I was like, he needs to patent that. So teach
Ray
us some
sent me my
AEW.
plane ticket, man. I will be there watching it
I
with
told
you.
you I tried,
Word.
but it somehow got lost in the mail. It's going. Hopefully, it gets there. 6 months.
So you'll get it digital, and you don't
Yeah,
need to send
email.
paper tickets in the mail anymore.
It was the weirdest thing.
Word.
They always said I could print it out once, and now we're hoping it gets
So I'll
there.
just
man.
go to the ticket counter and say, "Hey, Ray
Yeah,
bought
get
this ticket
get
for
the
me."
app.
Just
Yep.
let them know.
The Northwestern app.
And it'll be at the counter when I get there.
Just let them know. It's already
Word.
purchased. Yeah, it's
The-
not under my
the-
name. It's under Toes. I put it under Toes' name just so.
Yeah,
his
the
alias he
pigeon
uses
that he
won't know.
trained is on the way.
Yep, yep.
The pigeon that he trained.
Just let them
Ray
know.
spent the whole 2 weeks training this pigeon.
Yep. We're trying to make sure it gets to you, man.
Yeah, fire evasion and
Now,
everything.
We don't know where this ticket's at. It might be there, it might not be there. I don't know.
Fucking
pigeons.
You and Mike Tyson training pigeons, and
yep, he's in Brooklyn too, Ray. So you know, it might have been Mike Tyson's pigeon. That's why it didn't get there yet.
Guys, what we were supposed to talk about?
Who do we see as the next HBK? That was what we were supposed to talk about.
That was the topic?
Yes.
That was the topic?
Yes.
Wait, didn't we mention that on Monday?
Yeah, well, that's when Toe decided what our topic was gonna be.
Because the thing was,
this whole time we could have been talking about this fucking topic about Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, I tried to say this, and you over here talking about. Go ahead, Ray.
You did not try.
I said let's talk about the real topic, and you over here talking about. Go ahead, Ray. Pop your shit.
No, I didn't know what was going on. You left us not knowing what it was. So
I sent you the thumbnail.
Well, let's also be real. This was like a last minute idea.
Yeah.
And then TNA and NXT said, nope, you guys are going to talk about
so maybe we should plan this better next time.
Listen, I was at the meeting.
Maybe we should create somewhat of an itinerary.
We planned it accordingly. There was enough days in between.
DJ sent me the list of people that he had that could be the next HBK. He was the only one in the group chat that saw the...
Who is the next HBK? And are we just limiting ourselves to like the WWE roster, being that it's just that, or we're just including anybody on any company?
Well, the reason I was saying is because of the WWE roster, because a lot of the people that commented on that short was saying it was Seth Rollins. And I don't think it's Seth Rollins.
I don't think it's Seth Rollins.
It's not Seth Rollins, but I can understand the similarities as to why they think it's Seth Rollins. Being that Shawn was the one that turned his back on Roman. I mean, Shawn was the one that turned his back on Marty Jannetty, Seth with Roman, but that's about it. Like the high flying moves, maybe. I don't know, because Seth Rollins was never a sexy boy. He wasn't the sexy one. It was Roman. Roman was always the sexy one. Dean was the rugged looking one, and Seth Rollins, looked like he could have gone both ways. And by the way, he was dressing right now with Becky Lynch's clothes. Maybe.
So when we talk about the new Shawn Michaels, what are we categorizing it by? Is it wrestling ability? Is it the look? Is it the aura? Is it the political
being that
game?
five-tool?
Where are we going with this?
Yeah, I think it's
being that 5-tool player. Like
I think it's that. Like Shawn Michaels is an icon, and
so who's the next Mr. Showstopper? Essentially,
yeah, like who's that guy? Because to be honest, Shawn Michaels is the only person that took the title from the dying breed or the breed that they extincted and started a fresh new shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and him and Brett. So so Shawn Michaels went from the Intercontinental, like he was the star. Like who, you know what I'm saying? Like the next Shawn Michaels is like Jericho at one point was the next Shawn Michaels.
I was gonna say, yeah, we had Jericho. Already.
But like in this era,
who's that guy?
Who do we see as that guy that can do everything and be the champion and has? Because if you think about it, when you talk about perfect wrestlers or perfect, wrestlers, pretty much you have AJ Styles, Shawn Michaels, Jericho, Macho Man. Like who's in that category now?
And like young guys.
Yeah.
And the younger talent. Oh man.
This is why I think they said Seth.
But Seth is not. Seth is not that.
If he was still, well, technically, even in TNA, I guess it could be a thing. Nick Nemeth.
I'm going Carmelo.
You know what's so funny? I was thinking about Carmelo. And if you really want to take there, then you can also put Trick Williams.
Because I think Nick had a chance at that. I really do. I think they gave him every chance in the world. But after a while, like everybody keeps like we're saying, well, they did him wrong. I'm like, no, they put him out there. That's the people did not feel him as much as we thought they were, and that's how it goes sometimes.
What I feel bad that they're kind of it's the same with Carmelo right now. Like, don't get me wrong, I loved him as Christian Casanova. It was great to see this transition into what he would be in WWE, and it becomes a start and stop with him.
Well, right. I mean, and
I think it has a lot to do with SmackDown,
and he's still really young at the same time.
I think that has a lot to do with SmackDown.
I don't even think it's with SmackDown because with NXT it felt the same way.
Wait, we're talking about Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah,
when he was champion, that he was putting people, he was retiring people's jerseys.
NXT.
I'm talking about like right after his run. Like,
well, they did that for Trick Williams to.
But then,
it was a bad transition from NXT to the main roster.
I will
it was a very bad transition.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the thing with SmackDown, if you notice, SmackDown does not get many matches in the PLE.
No.
And a lot of their matches, their title matches and everything happens on SmackDown.
Yeah.
And because it happens on SmackDown, it doesn't seem as important as if it would happen on the PLE. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Bayley's getting a title shot for Tiffany on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't she get it at the Rumble or Saturday Night Main Event?
I'm about to say Saturday Night's Main Event. You got a Saturday Night's Main Event.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
main event, like that should have been the thing. But even then, though, I feel like, again, I'm not saying Carmelo can't. I'm just saying right now we're not seeing the prospects of it, which is crazy because you know it's there. Like it is there. It's just we're not seeing it.
Yeah. All right, so to answer the question, because it's not limited to gender, I would say the next Sean would probably be Bayley.
Oh,
I can see that.
Yeah,
Because it's unfair because that just popped in my head. But taking it away from gender, I can see Bayley being the next Shawn Michaels is. But the thing, like I've always said, SmackDown is where people go to die because they hang on to one thing. When SmackDown was in the pandemic or right after they released, it was Sasha in the beginning, Roman at the end. What happened in the middle, they didn't give a shit.
No.
Where Raw, it was hard to watch, but they try to do one thing every hour. You know what I'm saying? And now it's just one long show. It's almost like a variety show that now it's like, all right, we're hooked on everything. You know? Granted, it's been 2 weeks, but still, it's the best 2 weeks we got in a long time. I think if SmackDown had a bigger part in the PLEs, we wouldn't have to worry about Carmelo falling off like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens now. Royal Rumble's right around the corner.
Yep.
He's not making many friends. So let's see what feud we can build up.
Very Sean-like.
I'm not. Oh no. My high ass was thinking about what's his name? Damn it. And now the thought is gone.
Do you remember anything about them? To just be like, oh,
the weed took over. Sorry.
Man.
Sorry. I was in my own world, apparently. My apologies.
Now we need you to just start writing her notes down, like just in case.
You know what's crazy? I have them right next to me too. Like I have the pennant right there. It's just
we're gonna need you to write these things down because
it's gone. The thought.
Write it down, G.
You
make
can't
a
have
voice
show
note.
moments on the podcast.
Word.
Damn.
The show used to be like that. Like I got it. I'll be able to remember. We finished our thought. I don't got it no more. But
I got it no more.
It's gone.
Show would do it while
God.
he's been talking.
yo, fact.
He's
you
like,
know
yo, I
what's
got a
crazy?
question. What would I lost it? Like what?
How do you
What
have the
abnormal-
question and then lose it mid question?
Oh, wait, I got it. Carmelo. We're talking about Mello.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. That yeah, I'm just waiting for Royal Rumble. And we're gonna see. I'm just tired of seeing Mello in a fucking feud with this guy.
Andrade?
I am
Yeah.
so over it. I am done. I am over it. I don't want it anymore.
Yeah.
Penta can go up against Santos Escobar, and that's basically underground, Lucha Underground, right? Let's just
Mm.
run that back. You know, I want to see more of like the Latinos versions to come out so they can stand out and be like the Latinos Shawn Michaels in a way.
Yeah.
Because not for nothing, Santo Escobar is so good. If you really just give him the chance and the time, he's good. It's just
Mhm.
that this whole fucking thing with the faction and everything with it just sometimes it doesn't work. You got to start cutting off the fat.
Yeah.
I think it should just be him and Madrina coming out. We got to drop off the tag team. I hate to say it, but we got to separate him from the pack.
You gotta
yep.
stop making these factions because these factions aren't working. The answers are like saying like that for a good match, but I don't think so. Okay, that I like that at least he explained it there. But the reason I questioned it was just because it feels like a lot of people do that. That is like you'll compare it to an AEW match with it having nothing to correlate with the two matches. So it's like, why are we comparing?
Yeah, no.
That's why I asked, because I'm just like, wait a second, what does this have to do with the other?
Well,
like,
you got some meat behind.
At least that's a good reason. Like again, if it's the polar opposite, then hey, now we know your preference. You like a more fast paced that it feels like something's going on instead of, well, we're here now, which is funny because it's an Osprey match, so you would think.
Yeah.
It also shows you Osprey could also work a technical match.
No, I did watch the Kenny Omega match. With what's his name? Cage.
With Brian Cage or the
with Brian Cage.
Yeah.
I noticed
that
like
one.
I think so. I want to see what happens further here, but I think Kenny slowed and probably for good reason. I think Kenny slowed down a little bit.
Well, no, I think this one was because he wrestled Brian Cage. Because his Gabriel Kidd match, he definitely didn't slow down.
Brian Cage is another, but Brian Cage is another one that needs to really think about what he wants to do.
Well,
because he's a high flying muscle man, and that don't work. That is an oxymoron in wrestling.
Well,
either you're gonna be a muscle powerhouse or be a flyer. You can't be both.
Well, that's the problem. Everyone wants to be both. The problem is you can be, but you gotta decide what is the main thing here.
Bro, you want to you want to talk about the WWE what'd you call it?
What?
Format. Right?
Yeah.
Think about it. The Undertaker back in the day was able to fly over the ring, and they said we don't need none of that shit here.
Still did it though.
No, once.
Still doing dives.
He did the dive, but he didn't do it. He didn't do it everywhere.
Yeah.
No,
Look at Apollo Crews. He can fly just as good as Ricochet, from what I understand, when he was in Gorilla Wrestling, right?
Yeah, PWG.
Yeah, but what Triple H sounds like, yo, bro, you got muscle on your power. Do some power moves and slow the fuck down. He doesn't do as much high flying as he did, because it's kind of unbelievable to see someone Cage's size do those moves, and those moves don't finish matches.
So the problem
that's like if Yokozuna did a shooting star press on you every night, and no one lost from it. Yeah.
The problem is that now it's like it's so seen, it's not unbelievable anymore. It still will get a reaction. So it's like, holy shit, this dude this size.
No, I get it.
Moving like this.
I get it, but a Mack truck smacking you and a Pinto smacking you are two different effects.
No,
They can't be the same thing.
No,
Right.
definitely not.
One put you in the ER, one put you in the grave.
Right.
No, but again, Kenny's definitely himself again because that match with Gabriel Kidd showed it. That match with Cage, it was like, I get what the idea was. It didn't give the effect they wanted, which is like, damn, like this should have been a fucking dope match. Hey, people do have off nights.
I mean, but how many people could do stuff to Cage? Because Cage is also huge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because he could fly like that doesn't mean you can do a cruiserweight match with him.
True, but it also didn't feel like
it didn't look like,
and it wouldn't be a good strategy to fight him trying to do, lightweight stuff. Like you got to hit him. So that's the other thing I don't get when
it's hard to explain why the match wasn't good.
What did it look like? Kenny was reluctant to do shit to him, or it just
looked a couple steps slow to me. It's slower. Like it's like the match was not.
It looked like they told him take it easy.
Yeah.
Wait, did he have to slow down for Cage?
There you go. Yeah.
Take it easy tonight. You did a lot in Japan. Take it easy.
Yeah, that's what it. Yeah, that's exactly what it looked like.
That's how it looked like, and that's how it felt.
Okay.
Then in my opinion, was it good to see Kenny Omega back? Yeah. Was it good to see Brian Cage in a match with him? Absolutely. Why I enjoy Brian Cage.
Me too.
Because he's not a man. He's a machine. Now
he's got some of the best gear.
Yeah, man. His gear is fucking fire. But that doesn't mean that, there are just some nights where people are just off. It definitely felt a lot slower and more of, we're anticipating the next move now because we're watching it. You know what? As from the outside looking in type of shit, like we're just like watching it and we can tell it was okay, but we know what we could expect. We know we all just saw what just happened in Japan,
right?
In a whole new world. We know what you can deliver. Why is it not happening? Who knows? But moving forward really quickly from him, I just want to say I'm very hyped because our girl Megan Bain was on AEW.
Oh
right?
shit!
Got the shirt. She
And
did
making
great.
use of the extender.
She was in that little gauntlet Royal Rumble thing that they had. I don't know what the hell what it was. All I know is that Tony Storm won. But it was good to see,
A contracted wrestler actually wrestling for the company's contract.
Howdy, like, hey, we know her. We like her. She's cool. We've met her. Oh man, no. But it was a nice surprise. I like seeing fresh faces, in any wrestling company.
Yeah.
Even if it's not a fresh face to the industry, maybe to some people, some other people we actually know shit. But it's good to see things like that. Like when we saw Penta debuted on Raw.
Yeah, that was exciting.
That was so good. It was exciting. The fight, everything, the emotion and everything. Now there was so-called drama that some people were upset that he went overtime, but then again, that's just the dirt sheets talking because at the same time, there's no real reports saying that anybody had a problem with Penta going a little bit over. And if anything, we went half an hour shorter than regular schedule time.
Yeah. That's why I'm over here like, wait, you're talking about that he went over, but it was a 2.5-hour show and no one's talking about that. Like no one's mentioning it's like they had to go over a half hour or like there was no spots missing. Like when they said The Rock and Cena went over, Penta spot was missing. The Intercontinental spot went missing. You know, all these spots went missing to the next week, but now all of a sudden they're mad at Penta. I just think it's because he spoke Spanish is an issue.
It is a
with
possibility.
the people that like to talk shit.
Yeah, it is a possibility that could have been a thing, because it's wrestling. Matches go over at times.
Yeah, but nothing he did hurt the show.
Nothing.
But
not at all.
It didn't feel like it did. That's the biggest thing. It didn't feel like anything. Watching the show, nothing feels like it lost time.
Yeah.
So, but to play devil's advocate, maybe things did get cut down. It could have been. Because again,
I hear you.
When you're putting things together, you need this to be this. If not, then it's like, well, we got to take a minute off of this. We got to take off a minute off this. Because even though, again, how Triple H said we can have 40 minutes or we can have 4 hours, they still probably planned it out so it's a certain amount of time.
I hear you, but here's the thing, though. Whoever said give Penta the mic after his match is the person to blame.
Well, not if that was also another timed segment.
No, I hear you, but
so because
this is this
over.
This homeboy.
Yeah, I don't think that Penta was supposed to take the mic.
No, I definitely. I would assume because if not, they would have legit been like they wouldn't have had a segment planned. Like she wouldn't have been in the ring. They wouldn't have kept going. Like that was timed in already. But what I can imagine is
don't give this man a mic after his debut in his hometown to talk to his people if you didn't expect him to go over, especially when yo no hablo inglés very mucho.
But that's the problem. He spoke English well.
He did.
I felt like it was like, oh,
he spoke Spanish even better.
And because I've gone to autograph signings with Penta, he speaks English just as normal as anybody.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't see a problem with it. To be honest with you, as a fan, because I was there with him. His excitement was my excitement. So
exactly.
And it like if the true thing is to engage the crowd and to put butts in between seats, then what he did was okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, again, it's when they say it's a problem because he went over time, isn't because of that part of it. It's just timing perspective. Which again, only person that's ever gonna be mad at that of a show going a little longer is gonna be a promoter or the fucking person in the back, because it's just like, well, especially when it's on when they were network. That's gonna piss them off because it's like,
I get it.
Well, we're out of time with this. With Netflix, they have leniency.
Do you boo boo?
Like right now, it's like they have the ability of that. It's like, well, this could go either way.
It's gonna be a 24-hour roll.
If it was on USA, that would have hurt because it's just like, well, now we have to cut some shit down because if that goes over time by even a minute or two,
there is no getting that back. Yeah.
So it's little shit like that you do have to think about when it comes to it. But also, this is one of those that it's like, fuck, you kind of have to make an exception because it wasn't like the match wasn't over. Like the match didn't get over in a sense. It wasn't like the fans were like, take it home, you know.
That little girl is still crying.
Well, man, we were there with her because that shit was just
right.
Yeah. Actually have that reaction and get a pop and get that. Like the crowd was behind him.
The crowd was behind him. I'm about to buy a shirt. I was excited right with him. I was like, as he was so excited, you could tell he was losing, his bilingualness. Like he was losing some of the English words. So I was like, dude, go to, and I was yelling, just speak Spanish, just go. And then he just let it go and just started speaking Spanish. And then he was really able to express himself. No. Whoever is mad at that, I'm sorry, you need to just I don't know, go read some Confederacy books. I don't know. Just go sit your ass down. Let the man
had the subtitles. Like
that's what I was about to say. That was really cool that Netflix added the subtitles for his promo.
Right.
Like you had it because there were people complaining about that. It's like, oh, but he spoke in Spanish. It's like,
wait, they put subtitles?
Yeah.
Yep.
In the live?
Yeah, it was there.
Oh, I didn't have no subtitles.
No, yeah, they put.
No, you go into settings and you can
go in your settings. It'll pop up.
Oh,
It just
okay.
popped up
Wait, when he speaks Spanish, or just forever?
when he spoke Spanish.
Oh, they
Yeah,
have a when someone speaks a different language subtitles.
it popped up. Apparently, it was they made sure it popped up for them.
Oh, it
'Cause
didn't pop
people
up
were
for me.
legit saying
Wait,
that.
for the replay, not for the live show though, because we
No,
didn't see it
apparently
for the
during
live
the
show.
live.
Oh, really?
There was no subtitles on my live.
Well, you have to put the subtitles on for a live show. I believe that
I don't think.
Netflix for the replay when he started
Mhm.
speaking Spanish, I believe that they might have put the English text right underneath there,
I,
Yeah.
just in case.
I watched it with my pops the next day. I didn't notice it. I gotta check it again.
No, yeah, apparently
You
there's supposed to
probably
be
wasn't paying
subtitles during his
attention.
promo.
Oh,
What happened?
I said you weren't paying attention. That's why. I saw this shit already.
No, I was excited to watch it again. Shit, hold on. Let me.
Yeah, I think you got like turn on your subtitles too.
So, moving from Penta, we
Mm-hmm.
mommy's back on top,
Yep.
Yeah. Are we done with
and
Liv Morgan and?
I believe so. I think Liv Morgan and Dom Dom were breaking up.
Yep.
Yeah, he
We're
tried
done.
to bring some flowers and.
And then Shorty just threw it at Carlito. Yeah, figured this out. Get our bags, boy. Now, two things is gonna happen. Either obviously Liv is gonna dump him, and then he's just in a slump with the Judgment Day, or the Judgment Day basically turns his back on Dom Dom.
Yeah, she's gonna abuse Dom Dom. I'm waiting for someone to step in and save Dominic, because I wouldn't be surprised if Liv and Finn start taking advantage of Dominic, and now it's like they're the heels and Dominic's the face again.
I can see that.
Okay, so I'm watching it now. If you have the subtitles on, it's in English,
There you go.
but without the subtitles on, it's just him
President
speaking.
talking. Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, in the bar where it
Yeah.
shows the progress, it says Raw January 13th, edited from the previous live stream. So I don't know if they edited some stuff out or
Probably.
but
So, if you think about it, maybe they did
yeah,
for the
because
replay. And I'm
oh,
gonna tell
what
you what it could be.
the commercials. There's no
Well, now
commercials
I'm
on
gonna
the
try it
replay.
on Monday.
Right. So there's
Yeah.
no commercials when you watch the replay, but remember the people in UK, they don't have commercials. It
Yeah.
still goes on live. They're just going into the shows and this and that and the
Yeah, they're
third.
going into they accidentally showed us the ending of one on Monday. I caught it of like the segments they do in between. Like if there's no match going on when they went to commercial, they'll have like one of the interviewers with someone in the crowd.
Oh, okay.
And Monday they showed and it was like I think it was Woods. You just see him walking off and it's like, oh, so everyone else gets to see that but us. Like
So they have all of that. So when the word edit is there, I'm underneath the impression that it's that. Because when you watch the replay, you see everything.
Yeah.
So, but
And-
I don't know what it looks like for the UK though. I don't know if they're just gonna get the whole show what they usually have, like everything, even with that. Because the
Probably
UK is different. So I'm underneath the impression that they have everything and we don't.
because the runtime for this episode is 120 minutes, but when we watched it live, it was 2.5 hours.
yeah. So it must have been just timing out the commercials and all that now.
Yeah.
So taking that out and then just
Which is crazy because we used to get 120 minutes for a 3-hour show.
yeah. That tells you how much they're still figuring out
So
what amount of product they're putting out.
So what did Vince Russo have to say this week when we got wrestling? 'Cause I know he was talking a lot of shit about the first Raw. We didn't get enough wrestling. Now we got almost the whole show was wrestling.
I'd like to know from a lot of people that had that same complaint, what they thought of this particular episode. Because, like you said, like there was a match on, like wall to wall. Like every time I got up to go get a snack or something, I was like, "Oh wait, there's another match starting."
Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't know. I didn't know Vince Russo complained last week.
Yeah, I think it was Vince. Yeah.
I don't follow Vince Russo like that.
People tell me.
But he wasn't alone. There were some folks
Yeah.
that.
No. I saw a lot of people complaining
Yeah.
about that, and it's just
Yeah.
like, what did you expect?
If they
Last
didn't,
week was not wrestling. For that was the introduction to
Yeah.
Raw. Like that was, hey, we have the most viewers we're gonna have in a while. This is what Raw is going to be, and then now we got you.
but also it was the ending of because that Raw literally was the ending of all the Raw storylines, and then last week it felt like the beginning of a new show, like episode 1 of season 2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the only show I actually watched or like to keep up with because I don't have Sirius XM radio anymore is Busted Open.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Busted Open.
I like that one.
Because
I like that one a lot.
that show is dope because LaGreca, like I was telling Ray, I think on Friday, like he's invested in the story and he gets emotional with the story, and then Bubba goes, "But what if they did this?"
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh shit, that's actually kind of dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was watching the other day when they were talking about Penta
Yeah.
and how emotionally invested he got into it. I was like, oh fuck.
Oh, when WrestleMania was here, so I went. The way I went to WrestleMania was the on location package thing, and so with that, I will say, they did a Busted Open recording right there at the WWE store, the Superstore, but you had to have the little lanyards that we had to go actually sit in there with them while they were recording. So we got to watch. Me and my daughter got to watch them record an episode of Busted Open. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying that's dope.
Yeah. No, it was. Yeah, we had a good time. So for folks that want to do like a live event, it seems like now the only way you could do it, especially like WrestleMania and these bigger events, I would suggest to people to do the on location. You're gonna have your tickets. You're gonna have they have your little events that are only for you. You get to pay for it with like say a firm or Klarna or something like that to help you pay for it. But that seems to be the way we're going here to actually be able to go to these things.
Got you. Well, that's a good idea for maybe SummerSlam, if anything.
Anything because I want to get. I haven't been to a live Royal Rumble. Like I want to do that, and then when when the WrestleMania goes to international, I'd like to go to that show as well.
Yeah, but I don't want to go to Saudi for Royal Rumble.
I'm not too fond. Yeah, I don't know about the Saudi show, but they go like say to London. I'd like to go to that one. Something like that.
Puerto Rico again.
Puerto Rico, I'm there.
Yeah.
There, Mexico.
Jamaica.
Yep.
Imagine that. WrestleMania in Jamaica.
But see, then they'll really make you'll have to buy a vacation package like that.
Yeah,
that's
that
only,
point,
you're not going to be able to just buy.
I'm not
tickets.
just going for maybe.
Yeah. Ain't no Saturday, Sunday here, boy.
No, that's a vacation package.
It's an all-inclusive resort.
Yes. They're not going to just let you buy tickets. Like, nope, you got to buy the whole package.
Yep.
For Jamaica.
That'd be the WrestleMania
Jamaican government.
Jamaica.
Yeah, and if I was the Jamaican government, I would say, nope, that's the only way you can have WrestleMania here. You got to sell packages.
Word.
And we would do it. Like they would sell out.
Oh, yeah, we
would. But not for nothing. They'd be like, yo, I'm going on vacation. Where you going? To Jamaica. What you did in Jamaica? I watched WrestleMania, motherfucker.
I mean, we might have just given that away for free to somebody.
Word. She's the ultimate multitasker.
Win-win.
I went to HeDDs in WrestleMania and I got a
chair.
Word.
Gotta go to get the chair. And says,
yep.
Monkeys are gonna try to steal it from you. And then they're gonna stick you up. They're gonna find somebody's gun. They're gonna shoot you.
No, they like money there. They won't like they.
Yeah.
they're gonna try to sell you some stuff. They're gonna
listen. No, they're gonna try to sell you some stuff, but it's at nighttime when we're walking by ourselves. At that one point, there's gonna be one random ass monkey like, "Yo, give me your shit, nigga." On the chair.
Don't walk by yourself.
Shit, I ain't walking nowhere. If I'm gonna stay in the resort. Fuck that.
Exactly. To the stadium, to the resort. That's basically.
Listen, I love the country, but I'm going there for the water and for the food, and they have both at the resort.
That's right.
We at the beach, man.
Hey.
Oh man, yo, Ray, what do we have for the rest of this week?
Word.
We are back tomorrow with the Toe in the Show with Ray and Gigi's show. We will then be filming this weekend our episodes of Knucklehead Comics and Knucklehead Sports. If you guys want to get involved with that, please let us know. Also, if you haven't checked out this week's past episodes, comment on those and we'll answer any questions you guys have on the live recording. Well, not live recording, but on the recording this weekend. And yeah, so again, the last live episode for this week will be tomorrow at 9 p.m. Tune in to see who shows up on the Toe in the Show with Ray and Gigi show that usually doesn't feature show anymore. But hey, we'll be here and we'll have some conversations. We'll talk. We'll get into some real shit. And by then, I'll have the next announcement for Respect. So we'll talk about that too for a little bit.
That's right. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it is your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads signing out. Peace, everybody.
Doses.